Hello, everybody, and welcome to Vinny's Chill Stream. Today we got some really cool guests, but before I jump into everything, I just want to say another big thank you to Raging Golden Eagle. Last night I was over on his channel. He was hosting the Flashcast. That was a fun time. We had Nick Ricada on and Crow, Drex. First time meeting those two guys, really cool people as well. And yeah, we got a little political. We jumped kind of all over the place, but yeah, it was a very long stream, but it was a good stream. So I just want to say
I want to watch that stream. I'm excited about that.
I think he said it just for members.
No way.
So not sure, but yeah, because I heard a lot of times those flashcasts they need to be kind of set to some kind of private setting.
Yeah.
But yeah, we jumped kind of all over the place. But anyway, I do want to say hello to my guests. We have Rob Morto. He's here today. He's going to be closing, well, not closing out, but he's got 6 hours left on his campaign, Tales from the Classroom. So we're going to be jumping into this. Another beautiful book. This is kind of like an in-between issue, right? Between 1 and 2.
Yeah, I would say it's Tales from the Classroom 1.5, as somebody described it.
Perfect. We'll be getting into all that great stuff. Rob's awesome. He's been on the show a number of times. And another great creator who delivers. So that's why I'm very happy to have him on. We also have Liam Gray and Yuka. They are the creative team over on Wonder Island.
Conquest Comics, accept no substitution.
Buy our book.
Fantastic. Yes. Again, very talented people. And yeah, Yuka is also a fantastic singer. There's another cool song that looks like that's in the works that's coming soon.
Yeah, there's like 3 new ones coming.
At least 3, you hear that? So it's going to be a great time. You guys are going to love it. We also have the creator of Sunsworn here, Red Gaze, my brother from another mother. How you doing, pal?
What up? Doing well. Very well.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's been a good day. It's been a decent weekend. I just wish it wasn't over.
Yeah, shit. I couldn't believe it was already Sunday either. But again, I've been working so many late nights. I didn't even know what day of the week it was. These things happen. But we also have another very talented person here. We have Scotsman. How you doing, bro?
Very good.
Oh, I like it. He just kind of jumped all over the place just now. This man, he's got cameras everywhere. He's got screens like Batman.
In your bathroom.
I'm like Truman Show.
That's a beautiful thing, bro.
Scotsman show.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, I'd claim ownership over Scotsman too, but we're too poor to have him on. It's too
Liam, stop owning people.
He's in too much demand. He's in too much demand. He's got a big project over with a project called Inkslayer right now, and he's working on a book called Hero, which is pretty exciting stuff. And he's got some coloring show or something about inks that he'll tell us all about now that I've segued into it.
In a minute. First, I want to say hello to everyone in chat. Scotsman, you can dive into it and just let me say hi to everybody who popped up here. I've got Arts, what's up? First person in, thank you, brother. Nano Reaper. Again, like I said, we got fantastic people here. Chris Fisk, how you doing? Ryan Cardinal, what's up, brother? I got to get you on soon. Hit me up if you're available this Friday. Yeah, I definitely want to get you on with your campaign because I think that thing looks beautiful, man. Mogwai, what's up, brother? More good people here. Shadowhawk. So Scotsman's there. We also got Liam. We got Yuka. Killy Chow and Pale Rider. Pale Rider, what's up, brother? He Christmas tree and Chris in a red dress. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, man. Killy Chow. Who else we got here? Random Task. Hello. Lots of good people here, man. Lethal Protector. Book is it printed correctly this time? I'm assuming that's for Liam. He might be muted or stepped away for a second.
No. Sorry, I'm putting together a letter. Oh,
very cool.
I was about to give my famous famous excuse.
What
Well,
excuse?
dude,
He died. I killed him.
these things happen. People die. Don't make me get into the Fauci already so soon. Hammer of Doom. Thank you. Yeah, you might be. I think the subscriber 888. We're getting closer to getting monetized, which is fantastic. My hours have been doing fantastic as well. I think like I need about 200, a little over 200 watch hours. So yeah, we're doing great with all that stuff. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'd like to get monetized before the end of the year. If that's possible, that would be fantastic. We also have Johnny Cage in the house. What's up, bro? Yeah,
I love that he takes time away from saving Earthrealm to hang out with us. It's pretty flattering.
Exactly, man. But don't worry. When we need a hero to do a split and punch someone in the balls, we got Johnny. Hail,
that's
brother.
right.
Hells yeah.
Hero, I need a hero.
Don't worry, Yuka, it's coming.
So, Scotsman, tell everybody what you're working on.
Well, I started a new YouTube show called Black and Brew. 2 days a week. Wednesday night is the brew show for beer, and Saturday morning is the brew show for coffee. And what I do is I'm trying to keep inking, the art of inking, alive. Mm-hmm. So I'm taking all of the line drawings I'm finding on Twitter, rezzing them up and digitally inking them, and showing people technique and teaching people about inking. And this right here is a drawing that Sim did in homage to J. Scott Campbell's famous cover that got kind of torn apart by some crazy SJW. And
but
this
so is J. Scott Campbell. He's also a crazy SJW.
Well, there's some of that, but at the same time, it turned into an explosion of art instead of just a negative situation. Mm-hmm. So Sim drew his own version, and it actually wasn't this one; it was another one. And then J. Scott Campbell drew another version, and then Sim drew another version, and so I decided to ink this one as well. So,
very cool, man. Yeah, I want to shoot you over some high-res pencils as well. Hit me up this week, brother.
I've been asking you forever, cool I think.
Yes,
I was going to say you really took the webcam game to a whole new level with this these different camera angles and everything. It looks fantastic.
I've been streaming for a really long time, and to me, when I watch a stream, I want as much information about what the person's doing as possible. And if I'm doing art, if you just see my torso just when you're looking at the screen, it's not as interesting as if you can see my hand. And there's a little bit of lag too. So when I move this, the capture card catches up. So this is USB, the camera's USB, the capture card is HDMI. So it's not quite in sync.
Yeah, plus then you never have to hear hand check.
That's right. Keep your hands where you can see them. Got it.
Very nice. Hell yeah. And Johnny, yeah, I don't know. Is Earthrealm even worth saving at this point?
Not sure.
Not really, but because Red just says straight up, no, Johnny. I'm afraid not.
Afraid not.
I'll be back in a second, lads.
You got it, man. I think there might be a slim bit of hope at some point because there are a lot of people fighting back against a lot of shit. And I also heard that the president of Brazil arrested a mayor and their secretary of health for some shenanigans with the virus. So and they said it was thanks to the peaceful protest. So people are standing up against a lot of bullshit. So that's a good thing.
But what is it? Can I ask you what the Earthrealm is?
It's
where we live.
Yeah.
Oh, it's where we live. So it's just a Mortal Kombat term, right?
Yeah, since he's Johnny Cage.
Oh, got it. Oh, yeah. Is it worth saving? Yeah, probably not at this stage, exactly. But yeah, I'm seeing what's going on in Australia, man. Hardcore protests, finally.
Yeah, that's insane. Holy crap. Well, we can get into that in a little bit. First, I do want to talk about your campaign because, again, we only have 6 hours left on this. And you got 120 backers. You're doing great with this. But we want to see this doing a lot better because you are a great creator, a great storyteller. I'll let people know what this book is about.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
So this is, I think it's a great starting off point for people that missed out on the first Tales from the Classroom, because it's an anthology type book that has 3 totally self-contained stories. So you don't really need to have read anything prior. You can enjoy them for what they are.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited about this book in particular because we took that notion of the 3 different stories and used it as an opportunity to get in touch with a number of different artists that I respect and admire, but also that I thought would be a good fit for the particular story I was trying to tell.
That's awesome.
And we did so here with one of them is Monica McCagney, who you will know from Monster MD, which was a smash hit in the indie comic scene. Just closed out recently, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I believe they're working on another book together too, the Terror in the Trenches, which also looks really cool.
Looks great as well, yeah. Mm-hmm. And Monica's actually become my main artist, so she'll be doing Tales from the Classroom too, the entirety of it. And
that is awesome to hear. Yeah, she does fantastic work.
Yeah. So she did one of the short stories that was actually, it's the one short story that wasn't written by me. It was actually written by Von Klaus. So like in that short story called The Tale of Cleotep, which is about this monster over here, this mummy, who's a school bus driver. It's about his past, because he's sort of like a mysterious figure in the Tales from the Classroom universe. Students all like really respect and admire him, and they have a sense that he has like an epic past, and this is the story that will show readers just how epic it is, actually.
That's awesome.
And I thought Vaughn did a fantastic job in a 12-page limitation. He managed to make craft like a roller coaster ride full of action and betrayal and romance and everything you can imagine.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, because I do have your first book, so I'm familiar with these characters too, and kind of what you've been doing in the world that you created. I think it's really awesome. My brother and I, we've also have a kid book that was done, with monsters, and it's just something we always kind of dug. We love Halloween, that kind of thing. But what you did here is really awesome. I'm very impressed with it. And to see that you're continuing this, even with like these kind of short stories before you get into issue 2, I think it is really cool because, like you said, reading it, you do want to know more about the other players that are in this world and that you made here in this school, the people who work there, all that great stuff. And
I mean, this is, like I said, man, this book stands on its own. You can read it and enjoy it for what it is, but it's also a fantastic supplement to both Tales from the Classroom, the original one, and the one that's upcoming.
Absolutely, man. And people could definitely get issue 1 as well with this, can't they?
Not well, they can in digital format. In terms of physical, only with the Tales from the Classroom 2 campaign will I make that an option.
Cool, man. Very cool. I dig it. And I just want to say again, thank you to Frog G dropping some links on Mogwai. Like I said, wonderful people here. We also have a couple more Australians who popped in. Chris Fisk is definitely one. Australia gave up their guns. This is what happens. It's. I keep hearing from people too. They're saying, America, don't give them up. Sam Rogers, he's been protesting Australia.
No, don't give them up.
If this,
Dude,
if this is how they teach, or if this is how they treat you when you have guns, imagine how they would treat you if you didn't.
Exactly.
What is going on with the prices for, the mailing prices for Australia? The shipping prices, they're just like completely off the charts, man.
Oh, they have the United States Postal Service has temporarily suspended first-class shipping to Australia. Now you can still ship Priority Express and all the other very, very expensive routes, but for some reason, the first class has been suspended. I put that link in our group, by the way, Vinny, just now, right before Rob said that. If you want to take a look, But yeah, I don't know why exactly. Like, it doesn't make sense. You'd think if they were suspending shipping, they would suspend shipping, but they only, of course, suspended.
Well, it's already
affordable shipping.
But even just traditionally, it's already inordinately expensive to ship to Australia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And now that they've done this, it's the same thing as saying, don't send us anything. But yeah, it's not their fault. It's, from what I understand, it's the U.S. It's U.S. policy, right?
Yeah, that's coming from the U.S. Postal Service end, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, it's definitely right here.
I mean, it's a shame because we want these campaigns to be as global as possible, right?
Right.
We want to reach as global an audience as feasible, and this just really shoots us in the foot.
Yeah, these tyrants they won't stop. They will not stop. And again, all eyes should be on Australia right now. Everyone hates getting political, but the stuff that is going on around the world, they're doing some very bad things. I'm sure.
But it's everywhere. You know that, like, they changed the policy here in Portugal so that if I want to send a parcel to someone, ostensibly I need their email and their phone number. And I'm like, how do I get the email? What if people don't want to give out their, that kind of information?
Yeah, because there are some backers that they don't give that information.
Exactly.
Leave a blank.
How am I supposed to send it to, or even if they're not backers, if it's just somebody, for example, like a YouTube content provider that I'd like to send the book to, like, I don't want to ask them for their phone and their email and all this.
Right.
And yeah, whatever. But anyway, just back to this campaign and to some positive, things. We're looking at artwork by a very talented artist who's making some waves at the moment because he did a short story for this book called Kill Journal by Adam Lawson, who's also a fellow indie creator. I think is quite talented as well. And he's put some really nice books out there.
So what's the controversy in there?
There's no controversy. I'm saying he's making some waves in terms of, like, positive.
Oh, I got you. Oh, good stuff.
People are responding to his art well, and he's doing several different projects now that are more, higher profile.
Excellent.
But anyway, I caught wind of him with this short story that he did in Kill Journal, and I thought he had this super nice, like, gritty style that I think would fit this particular story nicely because it takes place in Rob's all zombie high school, Romero High, and of course you want some kind of gritty edge to an all zombie story, right?
Oh, absolutely.
A good job here.
Yeah, like I said, this looks beautiful. I love the first book. So yeah, I backed it as soon as I found out it was live. Had you on, but yeah, I want to make sure that this keeps doing better and better. So everyone out there, if you haven't yet, please snatch this book up. Rob is a really cool person. He's he's our version of Jesus, actually. If you see him, spitting image.
Yeah. Some say Chad Kroger. I've got from the YouTube circuit. I've gotten people telling me I look like Chad Kroger. That's the guy from Nickelback. If you're not about.
Go with Jesus instead. Much better.
Look at this photograph.
And it pisses off the other side. What was this photograph? She's singing one of those songs. Don't sing that song. No good.
I don't even know that song.
Just know, if you ever walk on the beach with Rob, there will only be one set of footprints. Just saying.
I'm gonna play the trailer before you people really go down that rabbit hole. Dude, that was great.
Thank you. That trailer, just to give credit where credit's due, that was put together by Bronson Gorilla, who's a very nice and very talented artist that helps out a lot of CG creators.
That's very cool, man. Awesome. Oh, I think you just picked up another backer.
Oh, great.
Fantastic.
Good to know.
Excellent, man. Yeah, dude. Like I said, this is a very fun book and a very fun series. Rob, he is a very talented writer. Like I said, he actually he sent me over the PDF even before he went to print. He wanted my opinion on everything, and I was blown away by it. And it was really cool. He even had like these interactive pages, which were pretty awesome.
Thank you, man. It means a lot, man.
Dude, yeah, absolutely, man. Like I said, and you're a nice guy. You're a hard worker, and that's what I like here because we kick everything else out. There's no need for lazy people or drama queens. You know, my streams and the people I like to talk to are very hardworking people, very good people, and we like to have some fun here. So definitely snatch this one up. The links have been dropped, which is awesome. It's also in the description to this video. So if you are watching this on a replay, yeah, just dive down in there, click on these links, and support these books as best you can. Yeah, it definitely means a lot to us because we are working very, very hard to get these great things in your hands. Yeah, the cartooning style is really cool. Yeah, I think Monica is really crushing it with the work that she's been doing. But you said you have how many different teams are on this particular issue?
On this book, there's 3 different artists. There's Monica McCagney. There's Matt Krotz of Kyrie fame. He's also like an indie creator that some will be aware of.
Right.
And Maxi Dallo.
Beautiful. Yeah. So this is going to be great, and it's 50 plus pages. It's going to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful. That's the way to do it, man. I really love that. You got the double whammy. People get both covers. And you did something cool with these covers as well. You have even different paper stock.
Yeah, they're going to be different print jobs, and they're going to have slightly different interior art in terms of the inside front cover and the inside back. We're getting a little technical here. But, you know, it's going to, each of the books are going to feel like different editions of the same book, but different editions. Feel different and read just a tiny bit differently.
Which is really cool. I like that you did that because you said like the one with the mummies on it and the kind of backstory with that. You said it's going to feel like a
pirates. Like I want to make the pages like feel brittle, like papyrus. So we're trying to work that out with the printer and see if it's possible.
That's
and
cool.
And the cover is going to be, both covers are going to have some spiffy spot gloss in them. So, you know,
nice.
So they look nice and premium.
Hell yeah.
And I think people are going to, just like the first book, I thought we did a super good job in terms of just the presentation. I think this one will also will equal that, if not better it.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. So snatch them up and yeah, dive in there. You can get the digital edition as well, which is great.
It's great for Australians. It's good for for our.
It's perfect for Australians, especially right now with the. But yeah, I don't know. I know Liam has he worked a really great deal for himself, but I don't know how that's affected with them jacking up the prices now. I don't know how much. And that sucks too that it was just this week that they did it. They started on the 17th.
Yeah.
Crazy. I wish I knew sooner. I would have sent Liam something sooner. This is crazy.
The thing with digital is that it's. I think it's viable. There's a lot of people that are against it, but I think it's quite like a quite viable business model to not to focus on digital, but to provide it as a meaty alternative, and also like every time people pick up a digital copy. It's for me. It's free money. I'm not putting anything into it. There's no print costs. There's no nothing.
Mhm.
So it's pure profit. So
Cool,
if
man.
I could make it all digital, I would. But I can't. And also, to be frank, I like the feeling of holding something tangible.
Same here, man. Same
Yeah.
here. But again, like you said, you're in Europe. There's lots of things going on right now. So I think to have that available, especially like that, you're cool with that kind of stuff, because there's creators who aren't. I'm one of them too. Like I'd rather just do the printed book because it's kind of more special that way.
Yeah.
But if you want to do this, I think that it's cool. I'm never wagging a finger at anybody. Whatever works for you, whatever's going to be better for your fan base as well, go for it. Why the hell not? But yeah, Peter, you're awesome, bro. You're gonna love this stuff too, because like I said, his first book is really beautiful, great storytelling. I think you're really gonna enjoy this.
Hells yeah, it is. And hail Peter. Hail Peter. Peter's been around for a long time, and he's been supporting people forever. So hail Peter.
Oh, for sure. Most of the people in my chat are like that as well. And you have Frog G. Mogwai. Lots of people from the beginning. Ryan Cardinal too. Like I said, I do want to start getting him on soon as well. I know he said before he's going to have a trip on, I think on Friday. But we'll double check on the Sunday.
Sorry, I've had some positive interactions with Mogwai, but Frog G, if I'm getting the right person, was like a super nice guy with my first campaign, and it really helped me promote it and ease me into the CG circuit,
Oh, hell yeah, man. I keep telling everybody Frog G is my favorite frog. He's the only frog that I love. Bro is awesome. Hell yeah, man.
Frog G is the man. Yeah, like that's just it, right? There's so many awesome people that show up in the chats that are out there supporting people. It's hard to nail them down, but when they show up, I just like to, throw out a holla at you.
Sure, absolutely, man. Beautiful people and beautiful projects. So we're gonna keep cranking these beautiful things out for you and make everybody smile, because in this world right now, like Johnny Cage said. Is Earth Realm worth saving? It is for these books, damn it. And speaking of great books, we do have Wonder Island as well. Liam, are you around? Because you're muted right now. We could play the trailer, or we could jump to something else until he gets back.
I shall sell the book instead.
Oh, do it. Go for it, girl. You want to play trailer first? You want to just dive into it?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of work, so... yes, trailer first.
Trailer it is.
Come to a magical land far, far away. Encounter mischievous monsters, witchcraft, and superhuman sorcery in a magical fantasy beyond compare. Join Arwen, a spirited boy tasked with protecting the secrets of the Fountain of Youth from those who would dare misuse its power for evil. Embark upon a fantastic adventure beyond compare. Experience the wonder. Arwen is a little hero with a big responsibility. The peaceful realm of Brightwater is thrown into upheaval. Terror sweeps the land. Match wits against powerful magic and massive monsters. Against evil forces. Against impossible odds. Meeting incredible challenges. Brightwater needs a champion. A new hero of light must rise to push back against the darkness. A desperate battle for freedom in the shadow of Doomspire. Don't miss the fun, the excitement, the fantasy. Experience the greatest adventure of the season. All you have to do is back. Wonder Island, hero of Brightwater.
Come on, people, do it. It's a beautiful book. And the new pages that Yuka's been working on, too, are really, really beautiful. Holy hell. Yeah, it's getting better and better. You guys are going to dig it.
Can I just say, Matt Tobor, man, his lingual illuminations are so awesome, dude. I
He's
love
very
Is that the
listening
voice
to him
actor?
talk for hours.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
Is that who that is? The voice actor?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you've even been on a stream with him. I think he also does the Stan Lee impersonation.
Yeah, he'll
but-
get your channel struck if he does a Stanley impersonation.
I
The
want
Lee
him to make an
Foundation will-
Aku impression, though.
A what impression?
Aku.
Aku?
Aku.
Yeah, dude. That'd be fantastic to hear as well. But would he get strike for that as well?
I don't know.
YouTube they're really being nasty lately. But
They're
yeah,
hoods.
Tobor TV, I think that's his Twitter handle.
Is he a CG guy or no?
Planet Tobor.
Planet Tobor, that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, no, he's awesome. He's also working on he's doing his own kind of his barbarian video game. That's amazing.
Savage, Shard of Gozen. Yeah, I'm back.
Yes.
We're talking about some awesome stuff. Chris Fisk says Wonder Boy's all grown up. Wowee. Well, if you like some Wonder Boy, you're definitely going to enjoy Wonder Island, my friend. So get in on this, you know?
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, I think you guys are really going to enjoy it.
What
Yeah.
is
This Monster World.
Yeah, he asks if she's a fan of Monster World. No, she doesn't even know what it is. But a big part of Wonder Island was dreamed up, man, while I was playing the old Sega. You know, one of my friend's Sega back in the day. And I was playing Monster World, and I sort of made up little stories in my mind because there wasn't much of one, you know? So that's where the seed of this started. I was looking back at my earliest memories, and I said, what sort of things excited me as a child? What did I think was cool? And I thought, okay, cool. And what isn't around very much anymore? Like, what do we never see anymore? And that's what started the seeds of Wonder Island, you know?
Which is great, because like you said, man, yeah, why not have a throwback to, some more fun and adventure? Because
classic adventure. We're taking it back. We're not going to let anyone control our content anymore. You know, we're going to have fantasy, adventure. We're going to have fun, all sorts of cool stuff.
Yeah.
What the fuck is a Sega? Sega. I can't say it right.
Sega.
Say it like Sega. Yeah, say it like at the beginning of, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, that.
the one with the hedgehog.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
but yeah,
kinda
Chris,
prefer
man.
the Sega pronunciation. That's unique.
But there is, I have to say about this campaign, like I love the look and the art, and it certainly has that high fantasy adventure style tone to it. But it's also got the classic '90s RPG video game look to it.
That's what we're going for, man. That's what we're going for. And Manga Chan's a phenomenal artist. Like, you guys won't even realize this, but this isn't even her art style. She completely developed this art style based off reference that I'd sent her and what we were looking to create for this series. She essentially copied the sort of the whole 1980s, 1990s fantasy genre and just distilled it down to its essence here. So we had to play around a lot with the designs, as you can see here, but we got something that's awesome, and it's going to be a great story with tons of heart as well. You're not just getting beautiful artwork, you're going to get like a really, really phenomenal story. So go check it out, guys. We're trying to hit 10,000, get us up to 72 pages.
And
How many pages? 72 pages. Wow, it's a tome.
Yeah. Well, always everything from Conquest Comics is bigger and better and badder than what most other people do. You know, that's our whole angle.
I love that there's little details and surprises on everything. Even on the kind of artwork that you see here, the character sheets. She has the weight scribbled out.
She's wiggling her finger at you. Yeah, she's like, no.
Like there's so many things that are well thought out through the entire campaign, the entire project.
And this isn't even the end of it. It's an activity book too. See here at the bottom. See how there's that blank space at the bottom of the page?
Right.
Where that black bar is down there? Well, at the bottom of every single page of Wonder Island, well, just about every single page, there's going to be a code that can be deciphered. You know, so this is going to be a bit of an activity book too. And there's going to be stuff hidden throughout all the panels. So when you get to the back of the book, there'll be a page and it'll have all of these little pictures. And it'll be like, find these things in the book, and they'll be hidden in the background, like in bushes and trees, and like also behind things here and there. So as you're sort of hunting around through the book, you'll be like, oh wow, there's so much stuff in here. It's that I got a reason to read it over and over and over again. That's what we're hoping to do.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah,
like I said,
and this
Rob,
is a
Rob had done something similar with his first book with a couple of pages. It was really awesome.
Awesome. That is really cool, dude. And yeah, so this is a shonen battle series for you guys that are wondering, thinking, "Wow, is this a bit rainbow? Is this a bit for girls?" I don't know. Is Naruto for girls? You know, if you think so, then maybe. But I think that it's going to be a fantastic fighting series. Go fuck yourself,
wait till you what? Oh Jesus, Liam.
But yeah, no, it's going to be a fantastic fighting series with a lot of really cool stuff in it, high stakes, all the time. That's why
wait till you see that fight I did by myself.
Yeah,
right.
there's a beautiful fight sequence that she's been working on. I got to see a couple of pages. It's pretty damn awesome.
Is it 19 pages of fighting?
It's 15.
Okay.
It was meant to be 8, but you know.
You kept telling me to make it longer. I finished at a good number. You just told me to make it longer.
Well,
we needed
when I was
to make sure it was
Xenotype, the reason I bring it up, when I was coloring Xenotype, I had to match the scars and bloody faces and cuts and bruises and blood splatter on so many consecutive pages. It drove me nuts. So,
yeah, it would do.
Just saying, I feel your pain, Mega-chan. I feel it.
Well, it happens. I've done that to myself as well on projects. Yeah. But hey, it looks great. So you know.
Yeah, for sure. And if you like the look of Wonder Island, do check out Caius by Ryan Cardinal. He's in the chat. But first up, guys, come on, back Wonder Island, grab it. There's original art here by Yuka, right? Like, we've still got like 8 pieces of original art. That shit is limited to 10. It's signed, it's numbered, it's exclusive for this first book. You can't get it any other way. So, you know, this is her first official published project. This is original art by her on her first original project, and she is a skyrocketing talent. You think that this is good? Wait until you see what she's capable of on her next book. If you invest now, thanks, Chris. I appreciate it, man. Beautiful. Truly do. If you guys invest now, you're not just buying a book, you're investing in the future of young artists here in Australia and all over the world through Conquest Comics. Thank you for your support.
And just for that too, we'll give him the old Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi.
Oi, oi, oi. That's right.
Excellent. Beautiful stuff. So yes, people, back this if you can. We want to keep getting the numbers up. That way there's even more great stuff that's going to be unlocked in this campaign. Because I do want to see this magic vial get filled even more. Oh yeah, that's cool too.
The ultimate goal is to make this into a video game, right?
Well, yeah, if we get enough money, that's something that can happen. I've got the video game guy just sitting there waiting to go, right? We can do this. We can make a really awesome video game out of it. But like with everything, guys, I need the customer support behind me. I can't do it all on my own. I need you guys to sort of show that you're interested. Otherwise, it's not worth me investing $20,000, $30,000 into video game development if like 4 guys are going to play, you know? So if you're interested in anything we do here at Conquest, the more money you give us, I will multiply it into more content, more product, more awesome stuff for you guys. We're talking music, we're talking video games, we're talking all sorts of cool stuff. But we just need your support. So check out our Patreon if you haven't as well. That helps us as well if you want to get more hardcore involved. And I know that shilling sucks, so I'll wrap it up now. But we're here for keeps, guys. We're here for real.
For sure. Like I said, we have great creators, we have beautiful projects, and we have amazing people who've been backing them. Felix is in the house as well. Hail, brother.
A wild Felix, yeah. Got lots of love for Mr. Haas, you know.
For sure. Yeah. So make sure back these beautiful projects. I know there's a lot of other crazy shit that's been going on. If you guys want to cover a little bit of that stuff, there is sad news and kind of okay news as well, I guess, on the same token, regarding that missing girl, if you guys have been paying attention to the news.
No, I've been in my own little box, dude. Like I've been writing letters to back to fans and putting little care packages together, and
that's cool.
Just working on
that's funny that you've been doing. I've been cussing my fans out like crazy. I'm joking.
What was that, Rob?
I was saying I've been cussing my fans out, but not really. I'm joking.
Yeah, that's never good. So I'm glad you didn't. But yeah, they did say they found the girl's remains. That it was a famous TikToker, I think. This Abby Petito. Her and her boyfriend had gone on some kind of vacation trip. They were going to Yellowstone National Park, all these places. They had a fight or something. Cops came, but they didn't separate or detain or hold anybody. They let them go together. Their vacation was done, and they said that the boyfriend came back by himself, and no one knows where she was. She was like missing for like a full month almost, and the boyfriend wasn't talking. It was crazy, nasty story, and everyone is like pointing the finger at him. But they said that he's not a suspect, but he's someone that they want to talk to. He went missing. Some people say he never even went home. His parents were also protecting him. It's a crazy story, but he's on the run. As a manhunt right now for him. So if you're running, that means aren't you guilty?
So he killed this broad, did he? Out of jealousy or something? Like what happened?
Well, they were engaged. They were both living with his parents as well. None of this makes sense. No one knows what the hell happened. The altercation they had was like a little bit of a slap fight or something in the car while they were driving. But yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. That's why they're trying to find.
Where was this? Where was this?
They found her remains in Wyoming.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a fucked up story, but at least the family will have some peace, because if she was completely missing, you know how it is. It's like, is she alive?
It's better. It's better to get bad news than to just not know.
Resolution, you know what I mean?
Right. Yes. And I'm sure now that they're going to want justice too. So we'll see what happens with all that, because again, lots of craziness happening. Nobody knows what the hell is really going on with it, but yeah, keep an eye out for this guy. And send him prayers and everything to the family. There's also some other crazy shit that's been going on. I don't know how much of it I could even talk about with this whole that they want to police all of us, but there's been more things going on with the COOF and all that stuff, and that like Facebook is still trying to hide more things. All the social media. Have you guys heard about this story with Nicki Minaj?
Yeah,
yes.
The red pilling of Nicki Minaj has been an interesting thing to watch.
Yes, it is. Because
I think she was always secretly red pilled, to be honest.
Well, here's the thing, and everyone keeps saying it too. Everyone's like, well, we didn't know we needed that hero, but she is the hero that we need right now. I said there are two now that came from Queens: Spider-Man and Nicki Minaj. Get that woman a cape. She had a fight.
Listen, we gotta be careful about putting people on pedestals too quickly, though. Because tomorrow she could turn around and slap you in the face.
But I have a feeling she won't, man. For some reason, I have a feeling that she won't.
Yes, because last night too, they played it over on the Flashcast. She had videos that. Well, first we'll just say she had a back and forth on Twitter for a bit with these nut jobs. So she tells the story of what had happened. If you guys aren't familiar with it, she's a famous rapper, again, from Queens. She did not have money. She worked at a Red Lobster, and she built everything by herself like that, which is amazing. But she has family and friends that are still like in Trinidad, and she told the story of one of her cousin's friends who he got the old jabby jab, and he went impotent, and his testicles swole up. And they said the fiance canceled the wedding as well. And she said, ask questions and pray. That's what she said. She didn't say don't do this or don't do that. She just said ask questions and pray before you make your decisions.
But that's two highly triggering points for the left. You know what I mean? Asking questions, bad news.
Right.
And pray, even worse news. Because
they don't believe in any gods over there. There's only one that they believe in. And I guess we'll bust them out since it's probably about that time, right? The old Fauci. There is no Jesus. There's only Fauci. You pray to me or you die.
Holy shit!
Throw out your medicines. throw out your vitamins. They don't work. The only thing that works is praying to me and my candles that you can get on drdeath.com.
Holy shit, dude! You're gonna get yourself struck.
I hear you are the science. Is that true?
I am the science, you sons of bitches.
Oh my gosh.
Again, there is no gosh. There is no God. There's only Fauci.
You just, you're being a bad influence on Manga-chan, Fauci. You're being a bad influence on Manga.
All right, fuck him.
You're more of a bad influence.
Infowars.com. We got all the information on these creeps. All of them, the globalists, you name it. All right? And if not, well, when the war starts, I'm strapped. So let's get ready. Infowars.com. Get your vitamin and your fusion stuff over at Infowars.com. We got fruit punch flavored. It's great. It's fantastic. Your vitality's through the roof. I'm always hard and ready to go.
Alex, can I get ivermectin from your website? Is that
you can get the horse paste, you can get all that great stuff. No, but not from my site, unfortunately. They're trying to ban it here. Again, globalists, sons of bitches. Fuck them. Fuck Fauci. Thank you. Infowars.com. And again, we only have one good frog. The rest of them, they turned gay from drinking the water in Jersey. All right. And there you go. There was your bit of nonsense for the night.
Love it.
But yeah, it's fucking crazy what's going on. It's absolutely crazy. So Minaj had a fight with these CNN people. There's this one lady, another black lady, who she views herself very highly, and she went and attacked Nicki Minaj, going, I have 2 million followers on Twitter. You have 22 million. Girl, what are you doing giving her all this sass, putting on the extra?
Joy Reid.
Joy Reid is her name, yeah.
Yeah, horrible person. But so they had that. She was trying to call her out like that. So Nikki goes, "Don't put words in my mouth." She goes, "I didn't tell anybody not to do this or not to do that." She said, "I asked questions," and then she goes, "Look at this!" Like again, trying to pin a black woman against a black woman. She goes, "What is this shit?" They had a back and forth. Tucker Carlson grabs the clips. He airs it, and all he's saying is testicles swollen. He kept saying it over and over. He had on Candace Owens. It was hilarious. If you guys haven't seen it, look it up later. But at the same time, he goes, "Well, look at this. Now they're trying to dogpile her." And so Nikki grabs the clip. She puts it on Twitter, and everyone's going, "Why are you supporting him? He's a white racist, blah blah blah." You know, the thing that they always do. All the blue-haired, 400-pound pigs keep doing. Much like Joy Behar. Just disgusting people. So Nikki had some fun with them, and then Twitter decided to give her a suspension. So she went, you know what? Fuck you. She went over to Instagram, which she has 160 million followers. So a way bigger platform. She recorded this, I think it was like 12 minutes or something. And she went into all of it. She got invited to the White House. She goes, on a normal day, she would have been excited. She goes, they wanted to have a private sit down with her. What does that normally mean?
To scold her, yeah.
To scold her, to bribe her, or worse. So she's like, nope, no thank you. I'm good. Fuck off. And she goes, look at this stuff. She goes, are you people seeing what's going on? She goes, I said ask questions. She goes, now I'm getting death threats. She's getting shit all over the place. And she goes, your other famous rappers and other famous celebrities, she goes, about 80% of them, she says, they think the same as us.
Yeah, but
shit. Yeah, she says she's the only one with the balls to actually say something. Yeah. She goes, now why is that? No one wants to speak. She goes, because if something happens to me, I go missing, she commits Minecraft, whatever you want to call it. None of them will ever speak again. And anyone who thought about speaking out will not do it. Because the thing why the left went crazy is because Nikki's an influencer. Again, we know that CNN cannot even get 1 million people watching in a week. Their ratings completely fell to shit because everyone sees through them now. So you have someone who has 160 million people that she could reach. They're shitting a brick. And I think this is going to start a new wave of people opening up their eyes, being red pilled, and this is what they're afraid of. You know. So
I don't know if you got the chance to see this, but one of her posts was her sharing a screen of a conversation between a Guardian journalist and one of her family members. And the Guardian journalist was trying to score an interview with this family member. I don't know if it's the guy that got his boner gone or not, or somebody connected to him, but it's one of Nicki Minaj's family members. And the journalist is like, well, won't you please respond to me? Because if you don't respond to me, then it'll be CNN after you. And CNN won't think twice about publishing your real life, basically doxing you, your real life information and everything.
Yeah.
And I won't do that. So, please come to me. So basically
blackmailing threats. Yeah. So what did they do? Nikki, she did the screenshots and she put it out so everyone knows who this person is.
But can you imagine, man, that the press is acting that way, man? Like some kind of.
In this day and age, it's pretty easy to imagine.
Yeah, very easy to imagine. It's fucking insane.
But then it's gotten this bad, man. Like, and it's just become the norm these days.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's absolutely insane. Why do you think I always pull up the Fauci and I poke fun at these people? Because everyone is aware and should be more aware in case they forget of what the hell's going on. There have been whistleblowers all over the place. One's coming out tomorrow with Project Veritas. They said there's a federal employee who's going to be talking soon about some stuff.
Stay tuned for that.
Yeah, that should be very, very interesting.
Because they've tried to character assassinate O'Keefe for years, and they can't because he quadruple and quintuple checks his sources, and he's never had to retract
I know he
anything.
does, but unfortunately they can do so because there's millions of people out there that associate Project Veritas. Oh, that shill, that horrible operation that's been totally discredited and push fake news. They're totally wrong because you're right. He does do those things, but they don't know it.
Well, the thing is, he also has a wall behind him, right, of framed retractions from all the newspapers who've lied about Project Veritas, because he sent them legal documents saying we're going to sue the shit out of you if you don't retract that statement, and he's gotten hundreds of them. Just his entire back wall is papered with them. It's hilarious.
That's awesome. Dude, again, like I said, more people are waking up. Rose McGowan, did you see her this week as well?
Yeah. Putting her support behind Larry Elder.
Yeah, well, she's been on fire because she hasn't been in the country for 2 years. She came back to give support to Larry. Everyone knows what the hell's going on over there in California. The Democrats don't want to give it up. They did their cheats and all this other shit as well. People are very aware of that, but it's because they just want to retain power because they get to call another Senate seat or something in Washington. That's the only reason. So they don't care that people are homeless, there's murders, all the shit that's going on. They don't give a shit. And a lot of the brainwashed rich people, same thing. They don't care because they're not in those areas. So they let it fall to shit. But Rose McGowan, she called out on Twitter at Hillary, and she goes, "You have no flag, no soul. You're a monster." Like, she went off on her, and then she goes that she's also been in a hotel room with her husband, and that something's going to drop very soon.
No way.
Yeah. So she's I don't know what happened. Maybe she has extra good security, so she decided she's going to start calling them out even more. She went after Oprah as well. She put up a photo of Weinstein and her kissing each other on the cheek. And she goes, "This is another one where people think she's a good person." She goes, "She's horrible and evil and fake. She's one of the worst out there." Like, she ain't pulling any punches. She's going in head first. So, yeah.
It's going to be a shame when she commits suicide, shooting herself in the back of the head 5 times.
Yeah. I don't know if they can find her yet.
But you know what? What's a shame as well is that they just passed some law where they banned voter ID laws. at the same time as there is like a pushback going on, like you just mentioned, Vin, there's also like these bad bits of news that are taking place through legislation and everything. Of like the voter ID laws, man. The Democrats managed to convince people that black folks being required to show their ID is somehow a racist measure, as if they were like too dumb to know that in order to vote you need to show your ID. It just, to me, it seems.
It's everything is bullshit. Everybody knows it. Look at all these other places too. India had kicked out Gates because he was poisoning everybody with his own shit. Long before all this coof stuff, he was giving people special shots and stuff, and I think it was close to 500,000 kids died or got
girls.
Yeah. So they kicked him out of the country, and guess what? They're using the paste, the horse medicine. Oh yeah, the one that's Nobel Prize winning, that's been around for a very long time, cured a whole bunch of different things. Yeah, that stuff. They're using it primarily, and they say they have the lowest death rate out of any country. And Peru also, it's one of the number one things that they're taking as well, in order to fight this stuff. And
Isn't
India said. Yeah, and India said no. They said no to any of those shots.
Isn't it interesting that the two most demonized treatments, therapeutics that have been used since this started, one was hydroxychloroquine, the second one is ivermectin. Both of them renowned for their anti-parasitic properties. Why is an anti-parasite so effective against cold virus? Interesting. That should be taken note of, right?
Yes. Yeah, Scott's been saying to ask questions without saying ask questions because he doesn't want to end up like Nicki Minaj will in another week.
That's right.
But yeah, so if you want something else that's going to fight off all the nastiness and the horribleness, Sunsworn. You have Space Knights. You got these awesome crystal dragons. Red, tell them more about this beautiful project.
Absolutely. Well, this project is a standalone, action-packed story that takes place between the events of the first and second novel. The second novel will be coming next year. Actually, the very last page for Sunsworn, Wings of Vengeance, has just been drawn and completed today. So, we just got some colors to do and a little bit of lettering to do, and the book is finished.
Dude, that is.
So if you're digging, high, even if you're just into high fantasy with a splash of sci-fi, this is right up your alley, man. Because that's what I dig. Like the space fantasy is for me. Like I'm not real big on straight up sci-fi. I love fantasy, but when the two come together, that's what I really like to see. So that's what I wanted to produce with this particular franchise and story. So. Yeah, man. Dig in. What happens here is there's remnants from the Violet Circle who invaded the Astral Union in the first novel, still out and about, and three of the heroes of the Union have to go and deal with that and take care of business. So, yeah, man.
Get it. But yeah, dude, that is amazing to hear the progress on this book as well. Katie and Mika, they've been doing amazing work on this. Your lettering is even fantastic. You've been showing me some of those pages as well. Beautiful stuff.
Thanks, man.
Dude, anytime. And like I said, we'll try to help each other as much as we could. Katie kind of helped.
Show me the lettering. I want to see the lettering. Show it to me.
It's beautiful. You don't have any on the campaign.
Wines.
Bring some up. Show it to me. I want to see it.
Whoa, calm down.
I can't. I'm too excited.
Tyrant. He's like, bring the lettering to me now.
Bring the lettering to me.
Oh, Jesus. I got it. I got the treatment.
Yeah. It's you're in demand. How's it feel?
Oh, it feels beautiful. It feels absolutely beautiful. It feels even more beautiful that oh crap! I accidentally clipped the Clip Studio link. Give me a second. But it's even more beautiful that the whole thing's almost completed and ready to go. So I'm really looking forward to getting it out there.
While you're looking for real quick, because dissatisfied convert, he's talking about some of the stuff that's going on, what's unconstitutional. they are taking the Constitution, all of our special bills and great stuff, and they're putting the warnings on them as well, that there's things in it that's what is it? On racist or disinformation. They're putting some kind of shitty warning now on all of our important documents that help found the country. Isn't that funny? I mean, you couldn't make this shit up. But
You could, but nobody would believe it.
Yeah, exactly. Unbelievable, man. Unfucking believable. Let me see what else is going on in the chat here. Have you guys or anyone in CG ever considered making some tips for the pros videos about lettering layouts? Possibly. I've done a series of those master classes to teach people anatomy, storytelling aspects. Maybe we'll jump into lettering. Well, I have layouts or composition rather. I have like 17 or 18 different videos out there. I have a playlist for all that stuff. If you want to check it out, definitely go check it out. But yeah, I plan on continuing those. It's just I'm trying to get more pages done before I dive into any more of those kind of art lessons and things like that. But we could definitely do that again for sure. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, for sure. It's one of the most recent ones I showed Vinny, but this one is no longer one of the most recent ones because I'm blowing through these pretty quickly.
That's awesome. Zoom up a little bit.
Yeah, this one's actually a flashback scene.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful, man. I love it. And it complements everything on the page. Very, very cool.
Thank you.
I dig it. Liam, you're on mute if you're still there. He wanted to see the
I'm still here. I just was at the exact same time that this was happening. I was invited to a library meeting for books throughout distributing comic books throughout New South Wales. So I was just this is decent lettering. Scroll up. Have you guys done test print? Have you guys done test printing for these pages yet?
Not yet.
I'd be a little bit worried. See how you got the screen tone up there in the background of the green and down on the back of her leg on the bottom panel.
Well, I can tell you the screen tone is coming through on StreamYard much more intense than it comes through on the actual picture.
I'd just be careful you don't get hit with moray. I'd do like maybe a few test prints because that's pretty strong screen tone.
Yeah, always test print. Anyone who's watching, don't do any big orders without doing a test print. Make sure everything is great with your books.
That's not me throwing shade or nothing like that either. No. It's just I learned that from Xenotype. So this lettering's good, man. Let's how busy are you? You want a lettering job?
I'm a little busy at the moment. I should have some free time shortly.
Yeah. Message me up later. Hit me up later with your rates.
I will do.
I'm always looking for new letterers. I got a couple of lettering jobs I need done and a few people that are pretty busy. So call out to I like that. Look at the back of his hand there. Look at the back of his hand. Look at that. Look at the scales. Like, hey, Manga-chan, look at this. Look at the scale. Yeah, get out of your art world and look at someone else's art world. So look at this for a second. No, look at the detailing on the back of the hand there. Look at that, and the way that the scales come down over the thumb, and then you've got the thicker, harder scales up on the back of the hand that go down over the finger, kind of shelling it. So good, such a talented artist.
Very, very.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Translation: you can replicate that. Am I right or am I right?
You know, you said it very well. And dissatisfied convert. Yeah. Oh, no worries, man. I get into it a lot on different streams as well. It's fucking crazy what's going on, and we all want to be more vocal. If we get kicked off these platforms, we might be jumping to other ones anyway, and where we have more freedom to say what we want to say. But I don't know. It all depends too on whose channel and what's okay too, and
so good.
I always ask before I jump into certain things as well, or I try to anyway.
So yeah, there's just a short preview of what you're going to be getting in
Yeah.
Sunstorm Wings of Vengeance.
Yeah, definitely go check that out, guys. Like, fucking
Excellent. Yes,
good.
very
Looks good.
beautiful.
It's really good.
Yeah, these projects are so killer. And Red, he goes above and beyond when he's putting together these packages, all the extra stuff that's unlocked. He makes sure you're going to get a top quality book. He did the packaging for Bonds, absolutely stunning. The box artwork, how he did it, it's incredible. You guys are going to be.
Oh yeah, that box artwork was fucking nuts. I want to talk to you about that too. That was fucking impressive. Like, when I saw Nerium like with that stuff, I was like looking at that, and I was like, holy shit! Like, is this within our budget? Like, is this within range that we can do? Like,
yeah, man. Yeah, you'll be seeing something similar on the Sunsworn delivery as well.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, awesome.
Excellent. Yeah, because like again, Red, he's one of those people that he's always going to give you the top quality. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
We've talked about it too. And he was always.
Oh, that's nice. Wait a minute. Are we able to upload GIFs now onto Indiegogo?
You can, yeah. It's just a royal pain in the ass, especially if you don't know. If you know HTML code, it's not that difficult. But if you don't,
I got to do the HTML.
Painful.
Right. Yeah, because like I wanted to get a whole bunch of video game inspired GIFs. Like I wanted the vial of water to go boop, 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 and sort of unlock as it went up, but I couldn't even manage to I could not get the GIFs to work. It was just not letting me upload them to the site. So
yeah, you can't direct upload them. You got to go into the source code.
You know,
F around with that.
Really annoying size limitation of the images as well, because we're dealing with comic books. You want to like, if you're going to showcase your pages, you want them to look as good as possible, and Indiegogo is really restricting in that sense.
Yeah. Oh man, if I could just show black and white side to side like what you've done there instead of having to do side to side, man, it looks so much better. We gotta have a day where we just sit down and talk, Red, because fucking you're so smart.
we're bringing more friends together. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I remember when Lane brought that guy, and we bonded immediately, and he became jelly. Not really, but still.
They don't know about that guy, so that's a secret.
Oh, that guy, huh?
Yeah, I gotta say too. Yeah, Salty Crocker is fantastic. I watch him. I know Scotsman also watches him.
I watch him almost every day.
Yeah, he's hilarious. I usually go to Odyssey to watch him. Cause he does get clipped pretty quickly on YouTube. These people are just animals. Oh, you're showing another page? Let's see this.
Yeah. Black and white's more your thing. That's also available in this campaign. Here's just a short taste of what you'll be seeing there.
What a page, huh?
Dude, she's been crushing it.
Absolutely.
So beautiful.
Yeah, that was one of the bitches. Kind of is we didn't have a whole lot of action at the start of this campaign, but now I mean there's a ton of action that we can show. I just don't want to show too much toward the end, right? So yeah, man, tons of action in this book. If that's your thing, it's here for you.
Yeah. Who doesn't like action? Come on. Unbelievable.
Holy shit, I just got to ask to publish Xenotype in Marvel. Hold on. I will be right back. I will be right fucking back.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Good.
That's Carl.
Well, as long as there's good news, yeah, we'll take it.
Hell yeah.
Holy hell. Yeah. Beautiful stuff, man. Excellent. Let's open that up. We'll play the trailer too on this one, in case if you haven't seen it yet. And
Hell yeah! And actually, Niram just went back today also and did some touch ups on some of those previous pages, some of the first pages we did that had less screen tone, and just kind of prettied them up a little bit more. So yeah, most of the images in that trailer look even better now.
Oh, fantastic! That's what I like to hear. Beautiful stuff. And if you guys want to laugh, since we were talking a little bit of politics, this is pretty hilarious. Famous people posing with the statues of themselves. Oh shit! I'm telling you, everyone knows what's going on.
Yeah, it's hard not to if you have at least one eye open.
Exactly. The brown eye. Oh, shit. Great stuff here, man. Great stuff. And yeah, everybody, we also got, again, my projects, Shadow of the Kraken. This thing, I'm very, very proud of this. If you guys are into violence, you're into hot women, treasure, classic pirate story, supernatural twist, I think you're going to really, really enjoy this one. I'm writing it, drawing it, inking it, colors, lettering, the works, much like City of Venus. This story is just, it's so much fun, and I cannot wait for you guys to get it. You're going to have kind of classic pirates in history going to be in here as well. I'm going to kind of show throughout the series kind of the beginnings of the pirates in the Caribbean, kind of why they were there, what was going on. So yeah, you're going to see a lot of cool stuff there, but it centers around our main character here, Nathaniel James Callan, as he goes from being part of the Royal Navy into piracy, why this happens, kind of crucial point as well. And yeah, it's a very, very violent scene, but it's the kind of cool stuff that, again, I've been a fan of pirates for a very long time, since I was a kid. And I wanted to see more stuff that was closer to what kind of actually happened. Everyone, they always, I don't know, they pussify everything. It's got to be quirky, weird pirates, and they're afraid to kill, and it's fucking weird. Over here, I give you
the rum gone.
Yeah, it's all about the campy, silly shit.
See, I did the same thing with Space Knights. They were really cutthroat, and people don't realize that.
Nice. But see, that I think that's what people want more of anyway. It's more, the real world setting. That's why I did what I did with this book. And yeah, like I said, we're gonna get violence right from the get go. You're gonna have beautiful, hot pirate wenches and prostitutes, because when they go to Nassau, gotta have that fun. You're at sea for so long.
But that's like in modern day as well. Just if you go to Nassau, you got to have that fun, even to this day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With the prostitutes, I mean.
Yeah, well.
I thought you meant like pirate shit. I was gonna be like, I'm there, dude.
Shit. See, they always get me with this one. I'm all about the booty.
It gets pretty raunchy over there in the Caribbean.
I just want to take a minute and say, hail Chris Fisk, man. This guy's backed every single project we're showing off.
Oh my God.
What a guy. What a guy.
Fantastic. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, it's like I said, this is one of those projects that I am super proud of. I've been developing this world and these characters for like 3 years now. In between running 5 other campaigns, fulfilling these campaigns, I've been building this world, building these characters. So I've been working very hard on everything for the past like 2.5 years now. I think we're going into 3. But yeah, and again, I'm a very trusted creator. I'm one of the most trusted. Even John Malin says it all the time. He goes, if you see Vinny release a new project, just back it. Don't even question it, just back it. Which, again, thank you so much, John, for that. But yeah, I put my heart and soul into everything that I do here. So if you want it, again, I'm this campaign I'm currently still working on. I'm trying to get it done for the end of the year, maybe bleeding into early 2022. But again, because I'm wearing all the hats on this one. So yeah, but it's going to be 50 pages. It's going to be perfect bound. I might bleed over past the 50-page mark as well, because I'm getting into like the last parts of the book. So there's lots of action, big fight sequence, lots of crazy cool shit that's going to happen. So I can't wait for you guys to see it. We also have a very nasty, notorious villain in the book as well. This guy's pursuing the main characters. He has his own agenda. You're going to find out more about him and all this stuff throughout the series. Issue 1, he's going to be a little more mysterious, but there's going to be a big reveal with the character at the end of the book, which is, again, very, very cool. I love that kind of stuff. But yeah, our main character, he finds this treasure kind of at the start of the book, and amongst it, he finds this map that's carved into a skull, but it's kind of multiple points of interest on this map. It's coded. You'll find out about that as well. So we have some mystery in this book and in this series. And yeah, we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna deep dive into some really cool stuff that I don't think people are too aware of either. I've been doing a lot of research on kind of this subject and what it's going to be connected to. But again, all my projects are connected. If you guys were unaware of it, some are direct connections, others are more like Easter eggs. But I wanted to show that the universe I'm kind of creating, the different genres, that they're all connected in some way, because to me, I wanted it more like the real world. Like, we've had history of all these different things, mythology, all this stuff, but we all know in modern time what these kind of things are. So I'm trying to build that same type of world and universe with my characters and stories. So I do hope you guys will enjoy this. But yeah, I'm very proud of it. I want to say more, but I don't want to ruin anything either.
I mean, it looks great, man, and I'm with Malin on this one. If it's a Vinnieart project, I'm backing it for sure.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, man. And,
absolutely. And listen, just looking at the illustrations that you have on the campaign page here, you're demonstrating that there is plenty of cool stuff in the real world that you can utilize, for awesome stories. It doesn't all necessarily have to be, fantasy or just out there. Like, just digging into some of the gritty real stuff.
Yep.
Is really
really
fantastic.
All the historical accuracy and painstaking detail that you've done in research over the last couple of years.
Yep. Yeah. Again, I want to make sure it's going to have everything it needs, and yeah, it's going to be less args and more. Well, they spoke proper English and stuff, It's not what the movies kind of turned it into. Treasure Island and the actor who played Long John Silver, he did that all on his own, which it was cool for what it was, but it's not necessarily how they spoke. So I'm trying to get a little bit away from that. But yeah, don't worry though. This is still going to be one hell of a fucking story, and lots of twists and turns, betrayal, action. We're gonna dive deep into the psychological aspects of these characters as well. Because again, like our main character, he starts to live by these certain rules, and he starts to break those rules. There's other influences at play as well. What else is going on in this world? What they're trying to do, what they're trying to accomplish. So you're gonna have that growth. You need all these good moving parts in these stories, But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of great stuff. We also do have some merch as well. We got awesome beanies. So it's only on the most expensive tier because I'm just trying it out. So yeah, these are going to be very limited. Probably before the campaign fulfills, I'll probably put an update out there and let you guys know. Because I'm going to have to order this at a certain number in order for it to be a little bit more feasible as well. But yeah, it's going to be great stuff. But hell yeah! So if you like hot chicks, you like action, all that great stuff, dive into this. By some miracle, if we do get the numbers up in a bigger way, I still do want to do an ash can for this, but I would make it more substantial. It would be more like a second book because I do have a lot of concept artwork pages, pencil to ink. I got a lot of great stuff that I could throw in there, But we need the numbers to go up. It doesn't have to hit this, but if we're even in the ballpark, I'll probably just do it because again, I'm very excited about all this stuff. And if you guys were unaware, I still do have the books down here. These 4, they ship immediately. So if you were unaware, City of Venus. This is my futuristic story. It's action, superhero stuff. You name it. Kind of everything that I love and enjoyed. I kind of put in a blender in my head. Came up with this really killer story. That kind of it's a little bit of what's going on right now. It's kind of the extremes of like if these ultra elites kind of took over the world and they separated the rich from the poor, like literally. they're in a floating city. All the top scientists, all the people with power, and they experimented on the others. There's been many wars over the years in this world. It's said very far into the future. So I also have like that kind of aspect of these cities that kept rebuilding on top of like what was once there, but things just kept escalating. Wars and all kinds of stuff happened that got even way worse until they just kind of like abandoned the world pretty much. It's very bleak. You're not going to see a giant uprising of the people who are alive. This is a different type of story. Lots of surprises and twists and turns in this one. I kind of threw people right into the story from the get-go because I wanted people to see the action aspect of it, have a little bit more of what's going on, set kind of the rules of this world, and kind of how the people are living and what they're doing to kind of survive, like a little bit of those kind of things. But I have so many different threads that are in issue 1 that kind of they're going to expand into much bigger things and other areas, and I wanted people to have those questions when they read it. Yes, the cliffhanger was monumental, but the sequel's coming right after I'm done with the pirate book. After that's fulfilled, I'm diving back into this and back into this world, and it's going to be all my books from here on out, 50 pages minimum. I want to make sure everyone does get the bang for their buck, and that the quality is going to be outstanding. I do have my books here too, if you guys are unaware of it. So I'll show you real quick. We'll knock on the hardcover because you guys seem to enjoy that. Through the Woods as well. So yeah, here's the size too of Through the Woods compared to City of Venus. If you guys are into ghost stories, this is a contained story, 100 pages. Really, really beautiful stuff. We could dive into that as well if you guys want, but. City of Venus. Also, we have the art books along with this campaign. So I suggest if you do want to pick up the art books, grab the featured tier and do the add-on for Volume 1. That way you get all 3 books in one shot. Because the only way to get Volume 2 is through the featured tier. So that's why I'm letting people know that. Again, I just put so much work. Hard work into all these pages, into all the storytelling aspects. I want to make sure everyone's going to get a really great experience with these projects. So, by the way, 52 pages each. These the art books are. Again, thick quality paper. Has a little bit of everything in here from movie, TV, you name it. Your favorite heroes, whatever. Pinups, hot chicks. I put the works out on this stuff. So I want to make sure people are going to have just a ton of different things to look at and enjoy with my work and what I did here. Because building these worlds are very, very crucial to me. We'll jump into Through the Woods real quick as well. This is the ghost story one. My brother Frank is the co-creator and co-writer of this project. As Frankie knows on Twitter and all that stuff. So this one revolves around Laura Langley. She's an investigative reporter who inherits this property in upstate New York, and upon it, she finds out that the place is haunted, and she kind of mistakenly reawakens a restless spirit. There's a little bit of a mystery that's in these pages as well. We have some nice eye candy in the book as well. You got to have those moments, especially if you're having like a horror story or some kind of a ghost story. You want the sexy aspect in there. It's in all the slasher films as well. The girl wearing the little T-shirt and the panties. You got to have fun with it. You guys know.
There's usually titties in the first 5 minutes of those kind of shows.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. But I did all the artwork on here. Did the lettering, you name it, all me. This one is a contained story. So 98 pages, beautiful artwork, beautiful story, beginning, middle, end. You get it all. And there might be a sequel later down the road as well. So for all those who did pick it up and they want a little bit more, we're gonna get a bit more at some point. Look at this. His ears must have been ringing. Yes, Frankie knows he's the writer to the project. So please enjoy all that great stuff.
I always just assumed his nose twitched rather than his ears ringing.
Yeah. the honking noise as well. It probably just sets it off by itself. I did some really cool stuff with this project as well, with the sepia tones, and very cool storytelling aspect with it that people really enjoyed, which I'm very, very glad about. But again, you want top quality, it's all here in these pages. So be sure to back it if you haven't, because once the hardcovers are gone, they're gone for good. I'm not going back to print on hardcover. This was something special for the fans because they demanded it. They wanted it. You guys, it helped make me do it. We crunched the numbers real tight. I got as close as I could. I didn't really see much profit off of this in the beginning. Luckily, it went past 40K, so I started seeing some profit, which is, again, amazing. I listened to people as best as I could, and we try to do what we can with all these great projects. So definitely check it all out. Get the Ash Can as well if you haven't, because this one is actually the cover is done by Kelsey Shannon, and this is they're a little bit smaller, but again, there's like sketches and my first kind of drawings and layouts and stuff that are in here. So there's a little bit of everything. We got great artwork from amazing creators. Sims in here as well. Doodle Bags. Joe Ball. So I try to make sure it was something special for everybody. And it's I think a great package for everyone. Plus, since we're here and everyone wants to see it, Kelsey Shannon also did a little trailer for me. So because it's classic. Oh, hold on.
Back through the woods today on Indiegogo.
We never play it just once.
Back through the woods today on Indiegogo.
And the third time's a charm.
Back through the woods today on Indiegogo.
You'll be happy you did. Trust me.
Oh yeah.
Did somebody call a plumber?
Oh shit. Great stuff. So yeah, guys. That's all the pitching. Sorry if it was a little too much, a little long-winded. I got so many freaking campaigns. But you know what? I think it's good. Like I said, because these four that I showed you, Through the Woods, City of Venus, 2 art books, those books ship right away. So if you guys want them, you want beautiful quality, you're gonna get beautiful quality, and pretty quickly. So yes, thank you everyone. Welcome back, Liam. By the way.
Thank you. How's everyone doing?
Pretty good.
Didn't miss me too much? Yeah, I'm doing. You could say I'm doing pretty good. You could say that. So,
excellent.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing, man. You can tell us a little bit later. But you missed all of my long-winded salesmanship here.
I know it all anyway. I own them. I love them.
Yeah.
They're up on my shelf.
You can repeat yourself.
And if you guys don't, I think you probably all do, everyone that's here, but if you don't, then definitely check it out. Shadow of the Kraken has some real beautiful artwork. The appeal of this as well is that, it's something that you're going to be able to sort of show to anyone. It doesn't need to be like a comic book fan. The right. Sort of Shadow of the Kraken is a broad enough series that you'll just be able to have it as a nice coffee table conversation starter. People are going to be like, oh, whoa, what's that? It's got some beautiful beach scenery in it, some beautiful landscapes, some beautiful ladies, and it's definitely fun for everyone. Through the Woods is just a good solid story, beginning, middle, and end. So it's just worth checking out for that. And City of Venus has an interesting trajectory for its storyline, and a lot of fun little mysteries and hooks and stuff through it. So if you're sort of more into traditional superhero stuff with a science fiction bent, then that's for you. City of Venus has lots of potential. I'd say probably the most out of anything that I've read from Vinny so far. So
thanks, man. Yeah, it's definitely a story I'm very proud of as well, and I can't wait to dive back into this. I think Samba Go it's the only thing they were upset about, or that it was only 32 pages. Here's the thing. When I worked on this too, I was gonna do it in the format because I think I was gonna try to go through Image with it. So I was just gonna do like a couple of different issues and try to keep them around that format. But I made sure that you did get the physical paper quality throughout, gloss finish on it. At the time, I also had a print available for everyone for free, but those are long gone. But you can still get the book, like I said. And the thing is, I did want to make it longer, so the sequels and everything from here on out are going to be a minimum of 50 pages, because I've been hearing it from a lot of people too, that, yeah, more page count would be a great thing. So we're going to do that. We're going to make sure that happens. Trust me, there's more I wanted to add. There's a lot more I wanted to add in issue 1.
So with how much longer do you think ballpark do you think you've got with Shadow of the Kraken? You know, like.
Yeah, well, I said it before. I'm still aiming for the end of the year, maybe bleeding into early 2022, if anything. It'll be around there, because I had just a couple little setbacks because I had to do other freelance work.
To keep yourself going. Yeah, right. Of course.
But the good thing is, like I said, I'm on a really good track with it. You're going to get more updates too regarding that project.
And then when you finish with that, you're going to be springboarding into City of Venus 2, or do you have another project that you sort of?
It's going to be City of Venus 2, and then after that, it's another project with Frankie it's a one shot, but it's fucking awesome. And I have a good number of pages already done on that. I had to put it on the back burner a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trust me, I'm very much looking forward to getting back into that, because it stretches the muscles in other great ways. Anyone who's been following me on Instagram for a while, I did put up a couple of panel work and some stuff from that particular project. So anyone who's been following me for a while, if you deep dive in there, you can see some of the really cool artwork that I was doing. It was strictly pencils, but it's going to get the full works, color, all that great stuff. But yeah, like I said, there's plenty of great things happening, plenty of amazing books, different genres, keeping it fresh, making sure people are really going to be interested in all this stuff, because I think it's really important. We had a kids book that sold out. That was one of the campaigns that I've ran in the past as well. The Ghostly Manor on Howling Hill. That one was all written by Frankie. I did all the artwork in like a Disney style. If you guys were curious, they're all long gone. I only have like 1 or 2 copies left, and one's already spoken for by someone on the panel. But I'll show you real quick too if you guys wanted to take a look. So yeah, because again, we're into the fun stuff for the kids as well, and it's all done in rhyme. Really, it's a sweet, wholesome story. We had a couple of extra copies. We found a box, and those all went pretty quickly. We had it on we also had it on the City of Venus campaign for a short time, but yeah, that whole box disappeared. So, but yeah, once again, I love what we're doing here. And I think it's very crucial to keep getting these projects out there, you know, because the mainstream, we know that they turn to shit. We've seen it left and right. Kelly Sue DeConnick, the one who, I think that was her, the one who went, oh, if you don't like my politics, don't buy my books. Same bitch is crying now all over the place. The industry fell apart. Shops are closing. Only there's like a top 5 books sell. Everything else is minimal numbers. Yeah, because people like you fucking ruined it. Ruined it.
Yeah.
You got to make good stuff for the customer. You got to make sure that when you're creating, you're not engineering a monument to your narcissism. You're instead creating a story and artwork that services the reader. That's what you need to be doing. Like, you need to fulfill their desires and their wants so that they have an incentive to give you money for your art. Because if you're just creating for yourself, to pat yourself on the back or tell yourself that you're the smartest motherfucker in the room, everyone else is just going to roll their eyes at you, and that doesn't work. The industry cannot sustain that. We need to be making more iconic, classic, epic stuff. We need stuff that's Secret Wars good. We need stuff that's like gonna like really shake things up and remain consistent with these characters, because these motherfuckers are flip-flopping every single week, issue to issue, and readers who come here, comic book readers who come to these books for continuity and consistency, are unable to connect and bond with these characters the way they used to, because there's no consistent growth or theme throughout. So the reason the series that are sort of more independent, that do have a single strong through line, are doing better over in the indies and are getting Netflix adaptations. It's because these things have a solid through line with the character arc, instead of just, all right, this week Spider-Man is going to be an atheist. This week, Spider-Man's going to be a genetic scientist. This week, he's going to be groveling and barely able to support himself, working for the newspaper. You know, while the world is ending, and he's got to save the world every Tuesday. People are disconnected from these iconic heroes, from these iconic books, and it is a failure almost entirely on the writing stuff and editorial, right? And the art's suffering because of it too, because now people can't afford to hire the decent artists like Vinny, you know, like to do the work to sell mainstream books. Like there's some talent out there, and the talent that is out there are being stuck on forgettable, flash in the pan marketing bullshit that insults the reader and insults the legacy forged by these great heroes and these great companies.
Of course, and they don't want really good artists. They don't want good writers. They just want to keep pushing their shitty narrative out there, and then they think people are just going to be brainwashed by it because of the movies or what's on Disney Plus or whatever. No, I'm sorry, people are separating all that shit because it's like, they like the MCU, but they hate what the books are. And guess what? Now they're going to start hating what the MCU is. You might have 1 or 2 more movies that people are going to go run and watch.
But here's the issue. What they want is just to control the properties. Once they control the properties, everything else is noise, because we might throw up a fuss, and we will for a few years. But then after 10, 20 years down the line, there will be entire generations of kids that are raised on the only thing that they know, which is what they're peddling. You know what I mean? That's the tragedy. They won't know. There won't be an alternative, because
here's also the thing, though. Well, you're saying that, but even at the same time, the sales numbers completely dropped on all that shit.
They don't care. They don't care, Finn. What I'm saying is they don't give a shit.
No, I know. I know they don't care. What I'm saying is,
what if I told you that as more people lose their job, maybe they're starting to care. Maybe people are starting to scramble, guys.
Well, this is the other point I was going to make. You say it's the only thing out there, and they think that people, just because it's the only thing out there, they're going to watch it. That's incorrect. Most people are dropping all the subscriptions. Most people are dropping all this stuff. That's why the sales are just plummeting all over the place.
But that's I know, I understand, and that's true, and that will continue to happen. Yeah. But the people that are making the decisions, they don't care that the sales are dropping. It's almost a win for them that the sales are dropping, and they get to keep their jobs, and they get to keep hiring fellow comrades into the
comrades, exactly.
You know what I mean? They will continue playing the ideological game. It's purely ideological. These are people that are anti-capitalist, so obviously making money isn't that much of an incentive for them.
Well, you know what I mean? I have it on good authority that maybe the tides have started to change, and now money is going to be a bit more of a priority. Maybe enough money has been lost that in the next few months we're going to start to see some changes.
Yeah.
Well, I hope.
I think so, because I've been hearing some rumblings as well. So we'll see. And Chris, you also brought up the Bancroft cartoon. Well, here's the thing. It's a conversation we were all having in comic shops all over the place. It wasn't just something that sprung up like that. Because I know I've had the same exact thing that Cecil was talking about too in that cartoon that they put together. And yeah, it is true. We all cannot stand this. We all saw this. I saw this in 2002, 2003ish when it really started happening. And when that piece of shit Casada was in there, and the things that they were doing, who they were putting into positions, like it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And that's the thing, is they were banking on certain creative teams, and for a while it was working, but then people were like really scratching their heads, like, what the fuck just happened? Why'd you do that? Why did Straczynski? Why did he leave? The brand new, the One More Day, whatever the fuck it was, all that stuff, and then you hear the truth behind it. Because some people started talking. I was friends with one of the Spider-Man artists, and he told me some shit as well that was fucking mind-blowing and disgusting. because they all have their knives that are nice and sharp and they're ready to stab each other in the back. You know, and that's why when I see some of that shit happening or bleeding into what we're doing, I stay the fuck away from it. Or I block and remove those type of people because we don't need more of that poison in there. That's what already happened in the mainstream. Learn from it and change. Be better. You know, they love to say that. Be better. Well, why don't you fucking be better? Why aren't we pushing more great books?
But I'll even take it one step further. Like, we can learn a lot in terms of like how united they are in their ideology, and you know, they're all in lockstep with each other. Something that some of us aren't. You know what I mean? Like the pushback against this, you know, the culture war, basically the pushback against the commies, basically.
Yeah.
I want to call it like it is. We're fragmented. You know what I mean? There's a lot of infighting. And it should be. We should all be on the same side.
I agree. I agree. That's why the second I see it or I smell it, I get away from that shit, because most of those people who are starting the infighting, it's petty nonsense, or it's really stupid shit, or it's something dirty and underhanded. So when that kind of shit pops up, that's why I distance myself from it, because I don't want to be attached to it or even know that crap. I keep better people around me. I want to showcase better creators, because what they're doing is only going to keep growing in a very bad way, you know. And like I said, it's gonna happen just like it did with the mainstream. You're gonna see a lot of dirty shit. It's gonna poison a lot of things. So that's why I try to keep things as clear as I could. I'm genuine as I could possibly be. Creators who I do have on, we're very open with everything that we're doing, giving the updates, letting people know about the projects, where we're at with it, all that great stuff, because that's the way to be. You know, don't plagiarize. Don't do fucking underhanded things. We see too much of that shit.
And stop coloring in brown and orange. Stop making everything gray and brown and orange. Like what the fuck? Yeah. Why does everything look like it's like in the desert? Why does everything look like it has a layer of fucking boring film over it? Like every fucking modern book. Like, remember when comic books were colorful and exciting and rich and like, like what happened? What the fuck happened?
Yep. And that's what I make sure. That's what I make sure all my books are very colorful, that there's life in it, because it's like, step it up, step it the fuck up. Oh, we got Chris in the house too. What's up, Sugar Chris? Awesome, man. Our Pathfinder game got postponed, but it should be next Sunday, I believe. So yeah, we're gonna have more fun over there. Chris is fucking awesome. But yeah, if you haven't yet, go watch his YouTube channel as well. He's got the morning roast. I think he does the evening roast as well. Sorry, I don't know what the schedule is, but yeah, buddy, if you want to tell people about it, go for it. Let's see. I think if you don't have a wrench, let me know, and I could drop you one as well, buddy. Because yeah, Chris is he's one of the good guys. Let me see. No, he doesn't. All right. You are now wrenched, my friend. I threw one at you. So yes, enjoy, brother. You can drop your links, do whatever you need to do over there. Like I said, we have great people here, and we want to keep showcasing great people. You know, promoting each other, helping each other, Twitter, YouTube. We're using them for a reason to get the word out about what we're doing here, what we're trying to build, because we are fighting against the mainstream's bullshit. The dirty narrative, the dirty tactics, and we want to give you a fresh take on things, and make it about the stories, about the characters, and keep growing these worlds. Rant over.
Is it though?
No, it's a battle. It fucking rages every second of the day.
Rant is paused.
Scotsman, why are they putting ugly grey washes? Why are they putting ugly grey and brown and orange washes over everything? Scotsman, why are they doing that?
Stylistic choice.
What is the style bad? Am I out of touch? Am I just are all the kids thinking brown, boring colors are the way to go?
Out of touch.
But wasn't it all about indigo colors and stuff like that? That was the deal with it.
I feel like everything I look at is muddy. Like I feel like every fucking modern comic I look at is muddy, and I don't know.
It's because it's diarrhea, Liam.
Oh yeah, it makes sense.
Diarrhea.
There's a big shit stain on the industry. It started with a joke,
When you're walking in the hall and you hear something fall, diarrhea. Diarrhea. When you're walking home from school and you make a shitty pool, diarrhea. Diarrhea.
All right.
There you go. Taking it back, old school.
Good times. Good times.
Simpler
But yeah.
times.
It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. But
But it
you know
can't
what's not
last
crazy?
forever. I mean, you can't run a business where you're not making money. You can't run a business where you're not making money. And you know what makes money? Good stories, good art, good effort, and the shit that's been proven, tried and true. You got to remember that we're 90 years into the comic book industry. Let's let that sink in for a minute. We're 90 years, nearly 100 years into this industry. We've had hundreds of thousands of issues, millions of issues. Dare I say billions? Probably not billions, but at least millions of issues printed. We've seen what works and what doesn't work.
Oh,
We've seen,
yeah.
the
Sure.
tides change, but there is a right way and a wrong way to do this. I'm sorry, but there is, And right now we're getting a whole bunch of wrong way shoved down our fucking throat, and it's not making money, And everyone says, well, the comic book industry is dead. But let's be real. How many times have they said the same thing before? They did it in the 70s. They said, oh, the industry's dead in the 70s. They said, oh, the industry's dead in the 90s. It came back, and you know what saved it? People making good shit that the customer wanted. Why do we pretend like, oh, now it's 2000 and it's 2021 and the comic industry is doomed? Well, you know what? Maybe
we're not pretending. It's just the fact that like there's a very real threat of our ability to put out good product out there is going to be curtailed or going to be just limited or canceled.
Yeah.
Altogether.
I say go ahead. Let them fail. Let them close down their comic operations and just focus on their shitty movies. All that's going to do is give us more exposure because then we now will be the only ones putting it out.
What I mean is we're not going to be able to put them out because...
Watch me, Rob.
Oh, man. Rob, man. You got to have a bit more courage and belief in yourself, brother. Like, they can't cancel us. They can't cancel us. We can put out whatever the fuck we want, so long as print shops stay open. And yeah, they might be closing down left and right, but fucking everyone's always going to need brochures. Everyone's always going to need pamphlets. There's always going to be a need for physical print media, at least in some capacity. And so long as that exists, those businesses exist, we're going to be able to publish and print our shit, Ain't no one's sticking it.
I hope Indiegogo doesn't become, or we don't become a parlor. You know what I mean?
Who cares? If Indiegogo was to shut down tomorrow, I would pull these motherfuckers in here into a war room, and within 1 week, we would have an alternate viable website up that would give people the capacity to crowdfund again. That's the work. I've already planned contingencies for this, right? Like, I've already spoken to website developers and people that are on the money side of things to make this viable if we get canceled, right? Then we have nothing to fear. We have nothing to fucking fear, right? Like,
well, and that's the thing, man. We have to step up. Fear is what's destroying the world right now, okay? It's
exactly.
The people who are complying and being sheep. We're the ones who are the leaders in what we're doing right now. They try to cancel my fucking campaigns as well. They tried to hurt me. Shadow of the Kraken was attacked, and they tried to fucking mirror it over on Kickstarter. And what did I do? Hold on. What did I do? Yeah. We ended. I found someone who was a fraud investigator, and they told me how to fucking handle it the proper way. And we went straight to the fucking source and scared the shit out of all of them. Where Kickstarter had to bend the knee to me.
Yeah.
Federal
we
Trade
take care of it. We do it because we're the good guys. We're the good guys. We do it clean. We do it right. They want to go, oh, yeah, we're going to let these motherfuckers steal from Vinnieart and Mella. Yeah, there's no violation here. Excuse me? He owns his property. He owns his artwork. And what do you mean there's no fucking violation? All of us went in, and they gave us back 3 rejection letters going, everything's on the level here. No, it's fucking not.
There was 12. There was 12 rejection letters. And what I do, the second I contacted the Federal Trade Commission, then they responded to me, and within 20 minutes, boom, gone. They took it down. They could work that quickly. Why did they keep it up? Because we know that these scumbags are still connected to mainstream people who want to hurt us. When they came after Through the Woods, they sent that fucking fat weird troll after me to try to hurt my campaigns, and instead we had a lot of support saying "fuck you."
And let's be real here for just a minute, right? Let's just fucking get out of angry mob mode for a second, guys, and think about this fucking rationally just for a second. What has Vinnie Tartamella ever done to hurt anyone else? Vinny's not out there calling people names and stirring shit. Vinny's not out there fucking stealing from people, sending them photos of his naked fucking asshole, molesting people, causing shit. Like, Vinny's not out there being a fucking creep or a cunt. You know, he's not stealing artwork from anyone. He hasn't done shit. He's not doing big expose blast videos that people can misconstrue into fucking attack videos or anything like that. He's sitting here hanging out with some guys going, check out this book that I'm doing. Look at what it's doing. He's making a couple of jokes here and there and fucking hanging out with you guys. And he's got people coming after him to damage his fucking business. For what? For what? What has he done? Fuck you guys.
You know what it is? It's hateful people who are broken. They just want to spread more hate. The people who
envy,
who
man.
are positive.
It's envy.
Yeah,
it's envy.
Well, it's a lot of things. These people are very fucking broken, you know, and it's sad what they're doing. That's why we have to keep pushing forward. We have to keep, you know, what did Churchill say? You're going through hell, keep going, and until you make it out on the other side. We have to keep fighting. That's
right.
No
fear. No fucking fear. Over, around, or through. No fucking fear. They're not going to be able to curtail and control us with fucking fear, beating us down. You know, it's just not going to fucking work anymore. We're here. We've got a direct line of fucking contact with our customer. The customer says, hey, Vinny, hey, Liam, I want this. I want a book that's kind of about this because I can't get it anymore, and I really love that, and I feel like it's something missing. We sit there, we assess it, we see if enough people want the same thing, and then we make it and we give it to you guys, and you get to enjoy it. You know, that's how this works. This is business. We are a service industry, right? And, you know, we're not going to let people stand in our way or paralyze us with fucking fear or, oh, we're going to bend the fucking knee or we're not going to be able to make enough money. Fuck you. We will do what the customer wants. And if you've got a problem with that, you're going to get fucking steamrolled or we're just going to go around you because we're not going to stop. You can't make us stop. You can't make us quit. We're going to have success. 1.8 million views, motherfuckers. That's what I did last year. Over 200 fucking pages, close to about 360, I think it was. All with motherfuckers trying to stomp me down.
Yep.
And I'm not going to stop this year. I'm going to do more. So that's how you do it. You get the books to the customers.
Absolutely, man. And that's the way to be. And you know what? And Chris, you're not a nobody. Everyone here is a somebody.
Exactly, dude.
And
exactly.
This is the mentality that the mainstream likes to fucking do to people too. This is why I was having fights with people at these conventions. The people I was having the fights with were creators because I said, "How are you being so disrespectful to the customer?" You know, like I literally see them talk shit the second they walk away, and I'm sitting there with a line almost out the door, and everyone's scratching their head. Well, why do you have such a line? What are you working on? I said, I'm good with people. That's it, because I'm treating them like people. Because they are people. This whole motherfucking, this whole golden era of Hollywood bullshit that people keep fucking on with, right? Where it's like, oh, the fan is down here and we are better than them, so we need to be removed. Fuck you, losers. You losers. Those fans are who pay your fucking bills. Those are the whole reason that you're creating and making a living in this fucking industry. They're not beneath you just because you've got a few million fucking dollars. You know, like, you got nothing without them, right? And you talk about them like they're shit, like they're mouth breathers. You make fun of them, you know, behind their backs and shit. It's fucking spineless, gutless bullshit. And it's like, it pisses me off so much because, like, they lie to them. Sorry. No, everything you're saying is 100% true. This is why I can't stand the mainstream. This is why I walked away from it. Because these big names, like you said, they think that they're fucking rock stars. It's disgusting how they behave. Some people, they have that stature, but a lot of them...
I know drummers. I know drummers from unsuccessful bands that are more famous than the biggest motherfuckers in the comic book industry, and they have more motherfucking humility than you fucking idiots. Like, get over your fucking selves, right? That's like, I know bass players. I know bass players from obscure punk bands that are more famous than you, that have sold more records, that have done more gigs, that have made more money than your entire fucking idiot career, and they have more fucking humility than you, right?
Yep.
fucking perspective check, you fucking cretins.
Exactly, dude. And this is what I mean.
Sorry.
You mentioned someone who, with their open asshole, the disgustingness that they've done, and they still kept their fucking job. Yeah, and that same person made a little girl cry at a fucking convention, and I stood up for her, gave her free artwork because I wanted to make sure she had a great experience at a show. If you see a kid crying at a convention because another creator said no to them or tried to belittle them, that's a sick piece of shit over there. You know, and luckily I found out too that the father, he's a military dude. He very, the respect he had for me. He showed up at another show, and you know, he gave me some special things, really amazing stuff, because they don't normally do this for people. And he gave me one of the challenge coins. But he talked to me. He told me how absolutely amazing it was for his kid, because she was smiling the rest of the day. That piece of shit was going to ruin her day, ruin their whole experience, and now she was smiling and happy, you know. And her father said, "Yeah, I'm gonna see Vinny again, and we're gonna try to get some artwork. We're gonna do some cool stuff, you know." And you know,
and that's how it should be. That's how it fucking should be, man. Like, kid comes in, and you know, you take a little bit of extra time, you draw them a little sketch or whatever. You go like, go for it. They're the future. They're the fucking future. I know it sounds cliche, right?
But like, I still got the point right here too.
Bring her up. Embiggen yourself.
Very, very, very fucking cool. Very amazing.
Look at that. What a,
you know, and that's what you want. You want to put good out there in the world, and that's what I always say to. That's what I always say to people too. That's why I say be kind to one another, but kick ass while you create, because there's no reason to be a scumbag. There's enough of them in the world. We don't need that shit. Not at all. Have humility.
Just
have class.
Exactly. And just be decent people to one another. I mean, the industry is not. Like, people say, well, the industry's all bitter 40-year-old fucking men, basement dwellers. Well, okay, if you want to paint it that way, but you've alienated everyone else. You've shit on everyone else. You know, you haven't got an inviting environment for people to come in. And I don't give a fuck what people say. We make children's books. Are they children's books that people can enjoy as adults? Yes, but comic books are kids' books. That's what they are. That's when we all got into them. When we were kids, it's just we were fortunate enough that they were good enough that we stuck through, and that there was some more mature themes when we got older. But this industry is built around imagination, creativity, and just being good. And like, the convention scene has become so corporate. The pros in here have become so fucking corporate, and it's just like, where's your fucking humanity? And how is anyone going to come in and think like, oh, I want to learn about Spider-Man or whatever. Like, oh, I'm a little girl and I like Spider-Gwen because she's like Spider-Man, but she's a girl like me and I think she looks really cool. And you've got this motherfucker sitting there who's just go like, fuck you, like Jabba the Hutt, like, go away, little girl, you know, like, I'm too good for you. Like, meanwhile, he's like, in his other hand, he's shooting out pictures of his naked arsehole over Twitter. Like,
Liam, you're incensed about, you know, some of the people in the comic book industry being holier than thou, but
I'm pretty holier than thou.
I have to tell you something. I went to Comic-Con some years ago, and I was incensed about the fact that all the attention was on Robert Downey Jr. And I passed by Neil Adams, who's a legend of the comic book industry, and he was almost like begging for people to.
Oh yeah, dude. His booth. Because this is what I'm saying about the golden age of Hollywood. They bring in Robert Downey Jr. and everyone goes, "Oh my God, rock star." Meanwhile, the motherfucker that made it possible for him to, you know, to actually get that sort of recognition.
But see, and then there's another side.
Die in their fucking cars with not a fucking penny.
Liam, hold on. There's also a flip side to that as well, and I've also heard the arrogance of Neil Adams. I've heard the shit that he does at shows, and I've seen it with my own eyes on top of it. It's the bigger the show, you're going to have the bigger the celebrities. And the bigger the celebrities, those artists and writers, they feel like they're lower on the totem pole. That's why they hit every other convention. Because when they're at the other conventions, they feel like gods. And they they hit you up with crazy prices. They do crazy fucking things. And they say crazy shit. literally, somebody asked why the price had to be so high on a Xerox print of his artwork. He has tables full of shit that it's just Xerox copies. He goes, because I'm Neil fucking Adams, and then he parted.
Yeah, I've heard Vin, I've heard that too, and that's not behavior that I sanction.
Mhm.
But if I go to a Comic-Con, I'm much more intrigued, or I'm much more fascinated by Neil Adams if I'm a comic book fan, and we all are, than I am about Robert Downey Jr. as just an actor that played Iron Man. You know what I mean?
No,
Neil
I
Adams to
agree
me
with you.
is above RDJ and the comic book totem pole, no matter how much of an asshole he is.
Yeah.
That's the truth of it. And for
But
me,
here's the thing,
tragedy-
Rob. Yeah, here's the thing, Rob, brother. These motherfuckers, they have destroyed what was. They've essentially done the same thing that they did in the punk scene, where emo inflated what it was. So now, what Comic-Con is defined by Hollywood.
Yeah.
It's this huge bubble that's going to burst,
It really is.
and when it does, a whole
It's
bunch of
bursting
people
now.
are going to be left standing around going, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And there's going to be a giant hole in the side of the ship, and it's going to sink, right? Because it's.
Well,
Look what happened with COVID, right?
Here's
So
another
it's like-
recipe. Here's another recipe to drop into the mix. This is why they latched on to the ethos and the cosplay girls, all their OnlyFans, because at the conventions they took over the scene. I was friends with a couple of them that I knew them before they became really big and famous. And I went to go see one at one of the conventions. Let me leave my table. I want to go say hello to so and so that I've known for years. I went to go to her. Her line was longer than the celebrities, because these people just wanted to touch them, buy a print, see them in person. This is what I mean, because it's something that spins in a different way. The whole thing is dirty from what they did with the convention scene, and it also reflects on how the comic books are now. And it's less about the stories and more about certain things that they want to push. It's fucking insane what happened. Let's get back to the days of like Jim Shooter, where quality mattered, where the story mattered,
and we're quality control and like controlling the integrity of the characters.
Yeah, well, that's what I've been saying from the fucking beginning. I've been saying since 2003. You fucked with editorial. You tore down the editorial system, and this can't work without editorial.
Lame.
Yep.
Yeah, sweetheart. What is it?
Can I go die?
But you can go to sleep. Send me what you've done today, and send me what you've done today via. Send me what you've done today via the old.
Send me the papers. You can go to bed.
Yeah, and I'll have a look at it when you're off. I'll have a look at it when you're offline. Like if you just send it via fucking Discord, that's what it's called. Yeah.
I like it. That's how she clocks out.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. And I like how you handle that.
What?
I like
Welcome to
you can handle that. Like, no, but you can go to sleep. I like that. But listen, I'm absolutely with you that it's all about editorial, and editorial.
Yeah.
It's Quesada, man. Quesada fucked over
he fucked everything, man. And he's this whole number ones. People only buy number ones, so we've only got to do number ones. We've got to reboot all the time. He fucked it, and man, the list of shit that Joe did wrong in his fundamental failure to understand the characters, how he got his fucking job.
Bendis free reign, man. Bendis of all people. Bendis who tramples on continuity like it ain't no thing.
There are these guys. Then it's like a little club of these guys that think that continuity is bad because it makes it harder for writers to step in. Ironically, most of them are artists. Big surprise. So they think that continuity is a problem because it makes it harder for writers to step in, and it makes it harder for new readers to get on board. But that's an absolute myth. This is the thing; it doesn't check out. They use the fact that more people buy number one to inflate the sort of data to go, look, because more people buy one, that means that less people are buying these other issues, so because it's harder for them to get on. But nearly every single fan that has bought comic books since from 1940 till now jumped in on a random number. I'm sure that if you stop for a minute and think, what was my first comic book? It probably wasn't issue 1 of a book. right? Am I wrong?
No, of course, yeah.
And hold,
You know,
hold on. What
there is
Spike
a war on continuity. There is a war on continuity.
Of course there is. 1 second though, Spike 220. He just said first time he met Neil. Neil Adams, he signed his book for said $5, much cheaper than Stan Lee. The next year he wanted $50. Meanwhile, I met Jim Shooter, and to this day, never charged for a single signature. That says a lot right there.
Jim Shooter's a fucking legend. Legend. He did it right. He knew what he was fucking doing. He ran a tight ship. He was a good dude.
Ran a tight ship. He was a prodigy writer in his own right. Like, he started out as a creator, right? Yep. Which is the way that I think you should.
That's how it used to work. That's how it used to work. You started out, dude. You started out as a fan.
Test your metal as a creator before getting into like a high-level corporate job.
You don't even start. You don't even start out there. You start out as a fucking fan, man. That's the thing. All of these guys that are all about big names like Gaiman and all this shit, all those motherfuckers started out a fan. Every single fucking one of them started out, I love this stuff. This is what I love. And then they grew up into doing it. And then from there, they moved through the fucking ranks. Every single fucking one. Now we treat the fans like they're fucking dirty. Like, we love our fans so much, and then talk mad shit about them. Right? Mm-hmm. Yep. Like, what the fuck? And it's like, we've got people that are coming in and being grandfathered in through this fucking nepotism bullshit, right? This corporate fucking cronyism where, because you're this person's kid, because you know that director, because of this or because of that, we're going to give you a job on fucking Spider-Man. Well, we got a list of writers 8 years fucking long that are more qualified. Well, we've got while our books are fucking tanking and only the top 5 books are selling industry-wide, right? Everything else is fucking tanking. We have access to some of the greatest authors from the 1980s on, still able to work, but we're going to age them out and not give them a job. Yeah. Not give them a job, people that actually know how to write serialization comic book stories, because we want to rub shoulders with Kevin Smith and Hollywood, right? So it's more important that we give nobodies from that world a job so we get invited to the right parties. Fuck the fans. They're going to buy anything anyway because they don't want a hole in their collection. That's how they talk about you guys. That's how they talk about you.
100% accurate. And that's those after parties all are at those conventions. That's what they fucking are. These loser editors who are trying to get laid or try to get their connections to Hollywood to make the real money. These people are all parasites, top to bottom. They stab their own best friends in the fucking back to get their jobs.
That's right.
It's horrifying. I saw it firsthand. Yeah.
No loyalty, no integrity, no friendship, no work ethic, no face, no competence. If you are an artist with no writing ability, you should not be an editor running the editorial department. You should be an artist. You could be leading the art department, but maybe if all of your work emails aren't littered with if all your work emails are littered with fucking spelling mistakes, of common character names, maybe you shouldn't be the guy deciding how the fate of these guys. Maybe you shouldn't be vetoing guys like fucking J. Michael Straczynski, who is an industry fucking veteran, who has worked through all fields of this fucking entertainment industry, who has succeeded on all fronts with tremendous success, is a multi-award winning author. Maybe you shouldn't be vetoing his work with your delusional, childlike drivel if you can't spell the name of people in the Parker stable. Just maybe.
Liam, love the passion, but don't blow a fuse.
Sorry.
No, I see you get worked up. Don't fucking lose your shit completely, because these people, they aren't worth it.
I'm gonna need a fucking nap after this stream, dude. Holy shit.
It's amazing. It's like a roller coaster ride.
These are truth bombs. I'm sorry. Yeah, Liam and I, we both go on crazy rants when it comes to this shit because our hearts have been in it for so long. We've been in it, in this industry, in so many different facets all over the place, and seeing this shit it brings up a lot of shit that we've seen, we've been through. It's disgusting, but this is why we have to keep making sure that stuff works in a better way. And Chris, shit, that's fucking crazy. His credit card company they're trying to mess with him because he's been back in these books.
No problem, man, Chris. But like, it's the attempt that counts, and hopefully you'll get that sorted out soon.
Yeah.
If not, like hit me up on Twitter, and we'll figure something out.
Yeah, hopefully. And Sugar Chris, he's got a problem with red.
Chris has always got a problem with red. He's just I don't know. He's getting a little goofy now. You know, he can't get over this red dress stuff. Listen, dude, that wasn't me. That was you. All right, buddy. You're the one who had 2 dudes following you around while you were wearing a red dress. You're just gonna have to live with it now. You put it out to the public, and it is what it is. I'm sorry.
Don't push Sugar Chris over the
But
edge.
not that.
We don't
sorry.
make the news. We report the news.
Exactly. Yeah, man. Don't kill the messenger.
A wildfire. No. We love you, Chris.
Sorry for losing my shit, guys. I just
No. Don't, dude. Don't. I started anyway with all this stuff because again, this is about trying to. We have something special here. We want to continue to grow it in a good way, and we don't want to see more of that poison bleeding into what we're doing. You know, and that's how we get as vocal as we do because we've seen a lot of dirty, nasty shit, and we want to make sure that doesn't happen anymore.
That's right. Just be good people, make good books, treat people right, and like everyone's a person. No one's better than anyone else, right? Like everyone has value. It's like,
sure.
Yeah, I guess there's some dickheads out there, but 90% of the people in the world aren't dickheads. It's a tiny margin of people that are the dickheads. You know, like
it's like the internet. That small percentage is the ones that they think that they're the loudest. You know.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is like just tune them out, block them, remove them from your life. You're gonna have a better fucking day all around. And speaking of a better day, you know, we're gonna go into Monday with fresh eyes and a better take and energized with some good fucking news and some great stuff happening. So more hard work is getting done. We went over 2 hours today. I think that's pretty good for tonight.
Yeah.
Because there's people. Yeah. Again, there's the work schedule. People are trying to maintain as well. But I do want to say thank you for everyone who showed up today in chat, everyone on panel. You guys are fantastic. We had, I think, a pretty good conversation as well regarding all this stuff. Liam,
for sure.
Let them know where they can find you.
You can check me out on Conquest Comics. We're here on YouTube. We're here on Conquest_Comics over on Patreon and Wonder Island on Indiegogo. Check it out. If you haven't, please back it. We've got original art here coming up from Manga Chan. That's limited. We want to push that out. I do want to have all 10 pieces produced, so go grab yourself some of that. And also, when you're checking out, guys, just so you know, you can get extra books, extra tiers, extra stuff, extra kits and merch at a discount when you're on checkout through add-ons. So, if you want to get a little bit extra to sort of have a bit of bling, some magnets or some stuff, that's there as an option. But I just want to thank everyone for your support. I get a little heated, but my heart's in the right place. So
Absolutely.
You guys stay excellent.
Passion. It's called passion.
Yeah. I believe that we can build a better comic book industry just through basic chivalry and good intent. And that's all we've got to do. And everyone here on the panel's capable of it. We've been making these great books. We're all proven, fulfilled creators. We're not people that are going to just leave you hanging or take your money. We're going to make sure that you guys get your stuff. And that's not just a job. It is a responsibility and an honor. So thank you for your business.
Amen to that.
Please continue to support Conquest Comics.
Absolutely. And Rob, good news. Chris said that he said it went through. He's back, or what was it, 144, I think? Yeah.
Thank you so much, Chris.
Which is awesome.
I think you're going to enjoy it a lot. Hopefully you will.
Hell yeah. Oh, you have a book too? I didn't even know that. I know Chris. When we talk about
I know who you are. You just followed me on social media. Awesome. Your website is fucking really cool, Chris. It makes anything I've done look like crap. And our books look pretty similar. I also have a 3-headed dragon in my book.
Go check it out. Yes, Chris was on my last stream. Go check it out. Back his book. We have the links are in the description on that video as well. Chris is fucking awesome. I'm gonna have to I want to throw you a link as well. It didn't even hit me. You're that, Chris. Holy shit. It's been a long week.
Yeah.
But back it. Go check it out. while Rob tells everyone where they can find them, I'm going to throw you a wrench there, buddy. You can drop links as well.
Yeah, so you can find me at on Twitter
You can find them
at Real Rob Muerto, and on Instagram. What's my Instagram handle? I don't even know, man. I'm so out of
Hey
it.
Rob, how long?
Your handle is at Real Rob Muerto.
Also on Instagram.
How long is
on Instagram?
How long? How long until your book is done, Rob? Like,
how long till this book is done?
Yeah.
I'm literally waiting for the last page.
What's your? Are you the artist on it, or are you just the author? Are you
the author? Yeah, just the writer.
The author, right?
Author,
if you're
writer and creator.
When if your artist finishes up if your artist finishes this up, have him shoot me a message.
Which one?
I might get him to. Well, the guy that's specifically the one that's done your thumbnail. I like this style. This sort of cartoon style.
That's Monica McCagnon.
Yeah. Have him hit me up with his rates. I'm not going to hire him to do a full job. I'm not going to poach him from here, but like I might get him to do like a poster or a pinup or something like that.
I don't see it as that. It's like these people want jobs, and I don't feel any ownership in regards to.
I'm just my intention to swoop in
one second.
I'll do that.
We can talk about that in a few minutes. I just wanted real quick, Chris. Either hit refresh or try again, because your name should be blue now with a wrench on it, so you should be able to drop a link. But this is his project. Definitely check it out. Like I said, he goes more in depth with everything as well over on the previous stream that I did. So check it out. Chris is a great guy. This book looks amazing. Inspired by like the kind of tabletop games as well, but very, very in depth. Huge, beautiful world that he did.
I only really just saw it. I should probably do something with Chris, some sort of crossover or something at some point, even if it's just like a pinup or whatever, because like our books are so similar in regards like the vision that he's got for his world here. He's got like elves in it as well, and they've got the really long ears, and he's got the 3-headed dragon. It's pretty cool. They can.
It's got the video game aesthetic as well.
Yeah, look at that. Like look at that. He's got a great logo too. A great logo. Good graphic design.
Yeah. So again. Like I said, we have awesome people in this community, and we're going to keep showcasing really, really
Look at how soft. 1 second, just scroll up for just a second. Look at how soft that skin is. Like, look at how well colored that skin is with that soft blue light glowing up onto it, and that elf in the background. That's really delicate. It's good.
It's Sorry. Great stuff. No, it's perfect.
I'm an art nerd. I get all caught up
I'm
inside.
I'm sure Chris is going to be very happy about that as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. Yeah, I understand your artwork. I know that too. But I'm happy again for everyone who's in the chat, everyone who's been commenting, supporting these books and these projects. You guys are all fantastic, amazing people. And we just want to keep spreading that love and in a good way.
Yeah, so, we're lucky to have you, and we appreciate you.
Absolutely
lucky to have you and appreciate you. Red Gaze. This
Red
is
Gaze.
Great too.
You still with us?
He died. He was like Liam's too late.
I did not die. You can find me anywhere Chris is shaking that voluptuous booty in a red dress.
Oh my.
But yeah, Red Gaze on YouTube, at the Red Gaze on Twitter. If you have a project to promote, we do promotions every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. So just hit me up or look for the tweet, because we usually put out a tweet that week. Either Miriam or myself will do that. And definitely check out Sunswarm Wings of Vengeance if you haven't yet already. This book's going to be fulfilling very soon. Everything's wrapping up. Everything's coming together. And appreciate you guys always and forever. Yeah, because seriously, no, it's really you guys that make this work. You guys out there that want quality entertainment, you're the ones making this work. We'd be nothing without you. So unlike the mainstream industry, we appreciate you. We're never going to tell you to fuck off or not buy our stuff, because we want you here and we want you buying our stuff. And not just that, but we want you to enjoy what you're purchasing as well. So that's what we're all about.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Perfectly said, my brother. And my other fantastic brother over here, my other ginger brother, you can find him at Scotsman TV, just how it's spelled right there.
On
anything else you'd like
YouTube
to say?
And Twitter. YouTube and Twitter, Scotsman TV. I'm trying to teach people how to ink now. I tried to teach people how to color for a little bit, put out a coloring show, and now I'm doing an inking show. So Wednesday nights and Saturday mornings. Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Pacific time, and or 8:30 Pacific time, and Saturday morning at 10 a.m. So on my channel. But yeah.
So check it out, support them, and yeah, when there's more info too on the other fantastic work and projects, you're gonna see it here because we're gonna have them on, and other great creative people involved in all that stuff, and Inkslayer. So keep an eye out.
I just finished inking this piece right here. No,
excellent. Yeah, hail to Sim, wherever he might be. We know he's probably being abused in Canada right now, thanks to Trudeau, but that's a whole other story. Our little Frenchie there, but good dude, fantastic artist. Again, support as many people as you can. Tweet, get it out there on other social media platforms, because without you, we can't keep doing this like we're doing it. And well, we're gonna keep fighting as much as we could. Period. So, again, shout out to Kraken, available Through the Woods, City of Venus. Jump on all this fantastic stuff. You're going to be very happy that you did. And these books are extra limited. Don't forget that. Even my biggest campaigns, they're very small numbers compared to what the mainstream could produce. So these are going to be rare on top of everything else. Make sure you're going to be very proud to have them in your collection by backing and supporting them now. And yeah, nothing but love for everybody here. And maybe we'll do one more plug, because you guys seem to enjoy it every time we do it. We'll give the old Alex Jones a plug. Infowars.com. Help fight the tyranny of all these monsters right now, okay? We have great products over at Infowars.com as well. Fusion Vitamin, Vitality. It's great. Fruit punch flavored. It's delicious. Yummy. You're going to love it. And yeah, fuck Fauci. So, just for shits and giggles. Everybody, thank you so much. Please remember, be kind to one another, but kick ass while you create. We're going to see you tomorrow over on ETEP's channel. Red and I will be there. We're co-hosts along with Tony Tonedeaf for what's the name of the show exactly again? I always have a brain fart.
Monday Going in Raw.
Monday Going in Raw. How can I forget that? What the hell's wrong with me? It's been a long week. But yeah, check out all that great stuff. And then yeah, we have a series of different streams throughout the week as well. So keep an eye out on that, or keep 24 eyes out on that. Thank you, brother, for being in here as well. Samba, Gogo, Felix, Frankie Knows. Again, awesome people here. Awesome people. Chris, you've been a fucking champion tonight. Dawn, what's up? Thank you for dropping in as well. New face. Excellent. But yeah, this is what I'm saying. Wonderful people here. Sugar Chris, I hope your work night goes really well, brother. And everyone else who popped in today, King of the Squibs, Spike 220, just a whole bunch of great people here. Pale Rider, yeah, and you're all the best. Mogwai, yeah. If I forgot anybody, I apologize. But next time we'll have some more awesomeness on the stream. So,
death to the Squib Nation. Death to the Squib Nation. Kill all squibs. Thank you.
Everybody, please have a great night. Much love. Adios.